Hello. Alright. Finally back. It's big gaming time, as it may. There you go. Hopefully my node is fine. I had a couple of problems logging in with my VPN, but hopefully everything is fine. And hello Thrice, hello Snow White. Hope you fellas are doing great tonight, or today, or you know, whatever time of day it is for you, I suppose. We do have very set in stone plans. I just want to grind the fuck out of a cradle right now. Now, the reason why I want to do that, well, there's two reasons actually. Number one, I need to get some accessories to enhance both of these and get PV damage from these, because for some reason you're actually able to raise the potential of bracelets. So that's going to be a free 2.4% PvE damage boost from that. So we want to do that. And the other thing is we need inheritance food for this. Transfer my, whatchamacallit, Decanus guard into this, and that's pretty much going to be our final guard for a very, very long time for PvP. And that would be my final inheritance of the season as well. So these two are the goals for today. Obviously it's not going to be the longest stream of all time because I am quite tired. But, you know, this is what we have going for us. I don't know whether Raiden and Sakura are around, but I guess I'm just gonna start just joining random fucking groups for the time being. Yeah, just join this. I mean, I'm almost 3.7, I'm full PvE, +5, +4, right? Like, I don't think I'm getting kicked out of any dungeon. Yeah. So yeah, this is what we're doing tonight. Also, I mean, again, I haven't played all day today, so I don't know if anything insane happened with the patches. Based on what I saw, I believe Chanta is probably going to be fucking absurd in PvP right now. So I'm kinda not looking forward to tagging arenas again, but yeah. I suppose for the time being, just focus on this. Also, the rift change wasn't engaged yet. So for this week, once again, we're just gonna do like some casual rifting. We might do a quick rift, maybe in an hour and a half. Just get some AP in, buy all gold medals and so on and so forth. But next week we are going to go quite hard on rifting outside of the Sanctuary 2 prog. Next week is gonna be a bit absurd in terms of the amount of stuff that we have to do, and how the fuck did this guy die? How does that even happen? Dramata without me, that's how we catch my review? Well, first of all, this is not Dramata. This is Cradle. Second of all, I literally was just saying that I was just gonna run one until you and Sakura showed up. I literally have like 3,000-4,000 energy, so yeah, we're gonna be here a while. Like, I want to run this. I want to drain my fucking energy on this fucking dungeon for 2 reasons, right? Number one, I want to enhance my bracelets to get the 2.4% PvE damage boost from the new system, right? So I need accessories. And number 2, I need inheritance food. Going up. So yeah, well, we're gonna be here quite a while because this is a 20% inheritance. You know what I mean? Yeah. But you know, have to keep you in check. Migraine? I'm brain. I swear to God, there's something to this. Like, I'm always the same fucking color, dude. But yeah, also so funny thing, right? My Sanctuary group, half of them got banned today. And then the other half just decided to just run today while I was gone. So I don't have a pre-made for this week once again for Sanctuary. So I'm gonna wait until this weekend to do Sanctuary with pugs. Yeah, probably on both of my characters. Damn cheaters? Well, I don't know. I don't know exactly what the ban wave was for. As far as I'm aware, it was like some sort of perhaps automation program for skill inputs or something. Like I think one of them was saying something about the fact that they were using some like sus Chinese program to like automatically use a proc or something. And that's probably why they got banned. I don't quite know. I don't really care. Either way, I'm out a Sanctuary group this week. Like, I don't know exactly, like, as far as I'm aware, right, from Ryder, because like I was out of town all day, but I did see a few things on my phone. Apparently, like, over 20,000 people got banned on Taiwan. Like, apparently, like, some servers got hit so bad that pretty much the entirety of the high end of the ranking is just kind of gone. So, yeah, that happened, I suppose. I mean, fuck, we've been asking for bans for a variety of reasons, so at least something's happening, right? Although it would be nice if they also took care of the bots on Taiwan, but beggars can't be choosers, you know what I mean? We take what we can take. Is this guy? Okay, this guy's just AFK. Alright, well. But yeah, ultimately, I wonder if this is gonna impact arena queuing as well. Because I would assume that a lot of arena queuers are also using this kind of shit, right? Based on some of the stuff I've seen in arena, like some sort of like automation thing to like make you attack faster doesn't sound out of the ordinary, especially on like rangers and stuff. So I'd be curious to queue arena, but now is not the time. I don't have time for this. I'm getting stun locked. But yeah. Either way, we have a lot of things to do this week. Also, I perfect dodged that and I still got hit. You have to see it. Now, I'm not out of the woods and I won't be for a while. That being said, this upcoming week should be a bit more calm for me. So I should be able to do more regular streams. We are gaming? We are. We are gaming. So yeah. Not gonna be quite back to normal, obviously. It probably won't be for quite a while, but yeah. But this guy is finally back from his AFK. I hate when people just separate, right? Because fucking light of protection, I keep having to wait for people to use it, you know? He's gonna jump. Yeah. But yeah, tonight, I don't know if I'm gonna do like 3 or 4 hours of Cradle, but it might be happening, you know? That might be the case. Although I do think I might be taking a rifting break in a bit more than an hour. We'll see. We'll see how we feel. But yeah, I have to inherit my god. I don't know what I start with, right? Do I start with the bracelet PvE damage boost, or do I start with the inheritance? Honestly, I'm not quite sure. Has anyone in chat upgraded a gold bracelet all the way to the maximum, like 4 levels for the PvE damage boost? Like, how many tokens did it take you, if so? Like, how many tokens does it take to max out one bracelet? I have a ton of energy. I'm good with some cradle spam. Yeah. I don't have chromated accessories, so I've only done 1. You don't need chromated accessories, you can downgrade. Like, you can get accessories from Cradle and then turn them into level 4 tokens and then downgrade them to level 3 tokens. If you had watched my patch note video, you would know that. How about that? Yes, it's 1-to-1. Like, I can probably show you, right? What the fuck is it? They pulled. I'll show you afterwards. But yeah, it's 1-to-1. Now, obviously, I thought about... Also, you can use your... I think you can use old stuff. I haven't double checked since this morning, but I think you can. This guy is kind of paper, I'm gonna be honest. I have a feeling this ranger is gonna die to fucking nothing in a very short time. I did both bracelets, always just 1, 2, 3, 4 per level. Okay, I'm asking that because the oh my god, I'm dead, aren't I? Yeah. I'm asking that because on the eternal piece of gear, it's actually a lot more. So, like, I did a few clicks on my gloves and it's already asking me for like 6 on the second level or something. So yeah. If it's 1, 2, 3, 4, so you're getting 1 token per accessories, right? So yeah, I guess 10 per bracelet then. 2, 4, 6, 8 on eternal. Yeah, that sounds right. That sounds about right. Yeah. Like that. This is moved because it's on ranger. It's so weird. I don't want taking so much damage actually. This guy has yeah, he has the mantra. It's weird. I'm kinda dying really fast. Well, this guy fucking died. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm getting body blocked. Okay, oh, that was almost bad. Okay, that stunned me way before the skill went off. I don't know what's up with that. Body block, I know. Do you think I've never experienced body block? Brother, I'm playing 5 characters. But that body block kept rubber banding me for some reason. A weapon. Not quite what I need. Okay, I'm gonna make the group then. I'll grab the both of you and we can go. Just farm this shit for a while. My game is opening? Yeah, take your time. It's fine. Oh, we had that. Precision is accuracy is called a hit now. I mean, it's not that weird to me because on Throne and Liberty it was called hit, but I don't know why they made that change. That's such a weird change. What's up, French guy? Well, we have a lot of dungeoning ahead of us today. A lot of it. An unhealthy amount of dungeoning, in fact. So, yeah. Also, you can you get 10 tokens for dissolving 1 Eternal. I should have kept my Chromate Eternal Rings. Like, I fucking ditched them to make space a few weeks back. I shouldn't have. Yeah, I'm opening a cube. Cyber is like through the moon, dude. I have 3 tickets only. How the fuck do you have... Dude, did you do 30 runs today already? Bro, keep some from us. Oh god. The accuracy on Genos. Yeah, on Mana Stones as well. You see, it still says accuracy on Mana Stones. It's so weird. It's just like on actual like gear stats that it says hit. So weird. I guess you can enhance that, right? Yeah, you already have started to. It's gonna give you like what, 2.4? I guess that's not too bad. At least you don't have to like make another garden and stuff, right? So it's actually quite good. I do hope they add an inventory icon to show you that an item has been boosted though, because when you're checking people through the group finder, now you're actually gonna have to go individually on every dungeon item to see if they have boosted it. So I hope they just add an icon. Yeah, minor complaint, but you know, it's all about the QOL. Like, hogs leave so fucking fast if you don't attack immediately. So if you take the time to check if someone has a boosted dungeon gear, like, bro. So you have 4 cradles, Sakura, and then you have the rest on Transcendence, I suppose. I mean, I really need to do cradle though. Like, I need to boost these. I need to boost these, and I need to inherit this. Like, I'm probably stuck in Cradle Prison this week, to be honest. I have a lot of trans, yeah, but I kinda... I mean, I do need Transcendence as well, don't get me wrong, right? But... yeah, I need to get some Cradle out of the way, man. I guess we'll just put... oh wait, I got a Fieldstone. I didn't even see that. Well, okay, what do I open then? Well, that's the question. What is the next thing I open? Because I already opened both of these. I opened this. I guess I'll open my PvP guard next, right? Or maybe a ring. Yeah, I might open my rings to get Divine Aura, actually. That might be the play. Yeah. Yeah, that's probably more DPS, but I do need a card as well, but yeah. I'm gonna need to do like 50 million fucking rules. Are you logging in, Sakura? By the way, like, or what am I waiting for? Or if you don't want to run Cradle, I can just find Pugs, that's fine too. But just let me know. But yeah, I might just roll these. Yeah. Okay, the one thing that I want to wait until I roll these is to get my scale, to see exactly how many points I would get into Divine Aura. I'm in Shiga? Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. You can just, like, pug one. There's no one? Really? Bruh. Yes. Yeah, sure. Oh, you just logged in? Alright. Oh, dude. I mean, I'll just grab whatever. Just go fast. Whatever, man. Doesn't matter too much. Not that deep. Another assassin. Dude, that name is long. How the fuck is that name so long? Wow. Okay, well, we're going with this guy. What the fuck, dude? Yo, what does that name mean? Bro is telling a tale. Yeah, that's the biggest of brothers. Yeah. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. This guy made a demonic dragon headpiece. What the fuck? That's very specific. This guy's using battle scroll, crit scroll, like he's using all blue scrolls for this. Imagine. Also, we got localization changes, but this icon's... Okay. This icon still says flight with 2 L's, so that's fun. This boss is about to get fucked. I have a feeling. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, bro. Yeah. And I'm not on normal mode this time. I don't have a res. I could socket res, I guess. I don't need one. Give me a sec. Yeah. What is that damage? Yeah. I mean, that's the big brother damage, you know? That's the big brother special. Am I green? Yeah. Lo and behold, I'm still green. We're just gonna skip the second mechanic, aren't we? Yeah, I mean, just do it as normal, I guess, but that's a dead fucking boss, dude. Oh, we're dead. Yeah. That's the greed right there. Mm-hmm. Should have committed. Should have committed. They want you to make it the first time. Yeah. Oh, this guy's waiting to get rezzed. Crazy work. Bro, you can't... Whatever, man. You know, if you saw it, you saw it. I'm not gonna comment on that. Well, Sakura got here late on this one, so I don't know if we can actually skip it, but who knows, right? I mean, it's a good stagger. It's gonna start right after, but maybe. Oh yeah. Dude. That's fine, just wait. I'll open the thing. That's a free TP, that's a strat actually. This way you don't have to pay the 1,000 kina. I didn't kill one, sorry, I want to alt at full. It's fine. The rest is gonna die very fast at least. This damage chart is very interesting. Oh yeah, I'm assuming it is. Wasn't that for 80% of the fight? Yeah. Fine, as long as the dungeon is cleared, I couldn't give less of a shit. He's not RDPSing me that much. Yeah, I mean, you know, he's it's the big brother juice, you know. It's simulated like non-organic juice, but it is juice. It's just like if you buy apple juice, right? But then it's just piss in the bottle. It looks the same, right? Not quite the same. I mean, realistically, I could just leave ahead and open Kibboleth, and you guys just spam resto and something. Alright, let's go. Right, at least we are definitely skipping the second rock at the bare minimum, right? That counts for something. As long as we start fucking up on the first boss. Okay, well, I was not expecting for this guy to aim at this one, you know. That's that was the surprise. Oh yeah, nice. Mob killed me. Excellent. Yeah, I'll get you. Never mind. I'm dead. Yeah. What even is fucking hitting me, dude? You know what? I'm gonna go open the fucking TP. You guys got this. I'm too tired for this. I mean, I guess I could just be using the weapons. Like, just use the weapons for inheritance and use the accessories bracelet. Just kill 2 birds, 1 stone, right? I'll take credit card in the future. I don't know. I'm just taking whatever joins, brother. Like, we were literally the only group in the group finder, so you know. Let's see how that one goes. Well, this guy's tanking at least, so Sakura will get the back. That counts for something. Wrong side. Let's see if this guy gap closes like, oh my god, he's already there. Okay, well, I wasn't paying that then. Oh, this is quite fast, yeah. Yeah, it's already dead. Yeah. I mean, it's not all bad, you know. If the boss dies this fast. Yeah, okay, well. Two weapons, a ring, 2 Bailik mats. Alright. We'll take that. Thanks for the green upgrade. I mean, I guess it's 2 whites technically, right? So, not all bad. Yeah, I mean, I guess just like fully commit on the first boss, on the second supernova. I'm pretty sure we can just like very consistently kill the boss before it goes off anyways, as long as everyone just commits. I did commit, yeah. I mean, I'm not talking to anyone in specific. I'm just saying. I'm feeling the second bracelet's damage increase. I mean, yeah, it is basically one additional accessory, right? One additional crafted accessory. So it does make a difference, and like that's exactly why I want to do this right now. Get this out of the way, because I mean, this might come as a bit of a shock, but guys, this is the last week before Sanctuary 2. This is the final week of prep, right? Like, this is it. So, yeah. Like, any last rep, any last eye level grind, any last, like, juicing, we need to get out of the way, like, right now. And, like, I'm actually hesitating, right? And maybe you guys can tell me what you think. I'm hesitating between inheriting my PvP guard, because it's going to be quite the big upgrade, or inheriting the PvE guard just to get a bit more eye level for the upcoming Sanctuary. I am hesitant. I guess I could just wait for Sanctuary to be out and then take my decision like at this point, but yeah. Is this guy just like AFK or something? Oh, there he is. He was just slow. I think this missed. Yeah, this missed. Also did. The hitbox of those is like so fucking tiny, dude. I wasn't looking at the screen. What the fuck killed me? I wasn't even looking at the screen, dude. Did she do the laser or something? Oh, I'm blue this time. Look at that. PvP? Yeah. I don't know. I might just hold my resources and wait until Sanctuary releases to see if I do need the extra eye level, right? Yeah. The Pug is committing to doing the mechanic for some reason. The 4.2k Big Brother has decided to blow up the big balls. I mean, DPS doing that because someone was standing stopping me. Yeah. Dude, my auto translate isn't even like translating this guy properly. What is he saying? Like there's still like Chinese characters in the middle of the translation. Also, by the way, like, I guess what you could do is just like socket the invuln with this comp, and then you just invuln at that point. Last run 2 philo, he's flexing. Alright, I'm kicking him. That's it. That's it, I've heard enough. Bro, how do you get 2 Philistine in one run? It should be illegal to get your dick sucked, like, out in public like this. It's kind of gross. I mean, I guess I did get 1 Philistine, so, you know, I can't complain that much, but... Doing the same run? Really? Our DPS 2015 versus 2013. Fuck this on Dragon. Big out DPS. Whew. Massive. But I mean, are you really surprised though? I'm even surprised it's that close, because typically Horn Dragon gamers are like just holding left click. You know what I mean? Meanwhile, I'm just standing here doing like fucking 40k or something. Yeah. Oh, that missed. Alright. Alright, just don't miss a second time. That's fine. Hello, Anchovy, how you doing today? On this gleeful Wednesday. Edge Day. Well... I mean, yeah, we are eating a little bit of shit because no damage tolerance, right? So it is what it is. Holy shit. Well, again, I'm just gonna release and open the thing. Honestly, that's not even that bad because it just puts me out of combat. Work sucks balls today, as it does. It'd be like that. But hey, at least I'm here now. You can shirk your duties. You can watch me perish in PvE content in Iron 2. It's great. Really good and entertaining content. That healer opened a channel. Alright. The Chinese situation is crazy. Well, I guess with the weapons I got from the last run, I could try doing an inherit again. But yeah, I'm hesitant between doing a PvP or PvE inherit next. I don't know. I don't know. I guess maybe I should do the craft first, see if I get Splendid. Like, if I get Splendid, it's actually gonna be quite worth it to upgrade for the upcoming Sanctuary, I guess. So, yeah, I don't know. I need to watch the HP because this boss is dying fast. Yeah. Yeah, he's already gonna do the thing right after this. Yep, there it is. Yeah, I mean, you know, at least this is fast with this comp. If anything. God. Yeah, so we can do 4 runs, you said, right? Man, nothing on this one. Big Sag. Yule Yig. Alright, that doesn't sound very English. What? Yeah, even the guy that speaks Chinese is like, huh? Or did he get more Philistines again? Is that what's going on? I mean, if you're not gonna take it, I'm gonna... I mean, if this guy got another 2 Philistine, I'm actually gonna, like, call the police or something. He got 1 more, bro. Alright, that's it. He's got the Will client. He's got special treatment from NCSoft. That's confirmed. Crazy. 3 Philistines in 2 runs. Imagine that. I feel like I should just leave after the first Nebula mechanic. Maybe that would be the play, because I don't think my DPS is making a big difference when it comes to like killing the boss early. But if I leave early to open things, it would actually speed things up a bit. I don't know what you think. Dude has 9k attack, the fact I can reach his DPS is astounding. No, I mean that in the sense that every single time I've had a Horned Dragon gamer in my group, they've been the most disgusting flavor of dog shit. So yeah, like a lot of these people can swipe, but they can't fucking play the game, you know? Like they literally hold down left click type shit. Yeah, I'm gonna try leaving after the first Nebula. Open things up. See if we gain time from this. So just be careful, I guess, with damage taken once I'm gone. Yeah. So now I leave. Hopefully my damage tolerance debuff don't make that big of a difference. But I think if you all commit, can you tell this guy to commit to DPS on the second Nebula? Like, while you guys are doing the dome mechanic, because he keeps disconnecting from the boss. Like, the boss would be dying much faster if he just, like, committed. Hopefully I don't regret doing this. Totally right. I mean, you know, whatever. Worst case scenarios, you guys can burn a stone or something. Nice. The plan is working. I was saying yesterday the milk is supposed to open the teleport. Yeah. Case in point. Give me 2 more and I'll be comfortable, brother. Like this guy already got his dick sucked ultra mega like 3000. Like, can be for real. Yeah, I'm just gonna go open the last one, to be honest. I'll just go now. Also, doesn't this guy like have everything opened already? Like, I don't know if when I checked him, it felt like every slot was open. But I mean, I guess like if you're an Omega world, right, and you're just swiping for everything, the Philistine stuff is like your final gap that you can't will for, right? So that's like the one thing he's waiting for after the weekly reset. Dude, what the? This is the second time this has happened to me today. I don't know what's up with the jump pads. I mean, obviously it's because of ping, but still, come on. Alright. Alright, am I gonna get here just in time for people to blow rocks up? Oh, he's already almost dead actually. It's kind of funny. I'll get you out. His cleaves actually kind of fuck you up without damage tolerance buff. Nice. That was pretty time efficient, I would say. Pretty good. Pretty good. You might need filler for PvP set? Yeah, probably, yeah. I mean, then again, a lot of his PvE set is bleeding into his PvP set, I would assume, but yeah. Bro, okay, my res is down because I raised you on the last one. Dude, he's stuck on the ledge. Almost got killed by that. Thank God he, holy shit, that's really far away. Alright. I'll get you up. Dude. I'm almost shocked this guy didn't like gap close to this and fuck all of us again. Oh wow. I got one of the good Cleric, Matt. Love to see that. Yeah, I mean I can't complain too much. These runs are going pretty well loot-wise, I would say. No tickets. Do we just grab a pug? You guys continue with this dude? Yeah. I think I'm gonna run a few more, yeah. I just need the bracelet juice, man, for next week. Have we gotten any orange weapon guard or bracelet from Ludra? Nothing. I haven't been getting shit. Let me try to get a Templar. He does have DPS, let him carry, yeah. I mean, I just want to get a Templar so we can get back shots, if possible. Like, I'll give it like a minute or two, and if nothing joined, I'll just open. And just for hard, but Ranger, what's your GS situation, if I may ask? What the Will Guy DPS? It's pretty close to Sakura. It's like pretty much the same, right? I need a real fucking Templar to pull aggro. The average Templar can't. 3.6? Yeah, I mean, sure. I mean, honestly, like, just pressing taunt should be enough as long as you're choosing it a bit. Like, we've had some decent Templars, so I'm holding a bit of hope. Okay, we got a Templar. Let's see if this guy got him in him. Yeah, I mean that's a good Templar, dude. That's a 3.8 full plus 20 Ebony Templar. Like surely this guy got this, right? I'll grab you, Professor, once this assassin leaves. I need to do like 1,000,000 of these. I'm basically running all 35 this week. So yeah. Yeah. I mean 35 is how much Odell? It's like 1.2. That's not even a cap, actually. Yeah, it's like 1.5k Odell. So yeah, I have to burn everything on this week. And thanks for the follow. Shag of Swag. Did that this guy asking to do Transcendence 4? Ooh, I kind of don't want to do Transcendence 4 without a Templar though. Like not having any damage mitigation kind of would suck ass, no? But on YouTube you rock, bro. I'm glad you like what I do. I will try to continue providing this this content of mine for as long as I can. Also, the Templar just kind of fell off, so I guess there's that, you know. Just to provide you an update on the Templar situation. Nice. I was spamming dodge roll, it just didn't come out, but you know what? Whatever, man. But I guess at this point the Templar might as well just open the next TP. Oh, there goes my bolt. Why is this fuck-ass boss attacking me? Like, dude, you got a whole ass fucking wheel all to yourself. Oh, the Templar came here. Yeah, I mean, Sakura left, right? So I'm just gonna stay until the end. Just play it safe. You know? Although the boss is getting a little fuckled, to be honest. We'll use this run to gauge. Also, I have a bad feeling about this. Okay, now we're good. But yeah, for anybody who hasn't been following, by the way, regarding the whole like data mining stuff, the client's encryption has been broken, so we can data mine again. So next week should be back to normal, unless, which is not impossible, right? Some other games do this sometimes, unless they re-encrypt differently every week. In which case I might have to separate the patch note video from the data mining videos, but we'll see how it goes next week. Like next week is going to be a very major patch, so it's gonna be as good of a test run as it gets, basically. But yeah, at least the encryption has been broken, so if there's a will, there's a way. Just how are we guys from my server, actually? I'm gonna go open the last one. You guys don't like necessarily need me to be here for the second one, especially with the Templar. Oh, go forward, please. I guess I could even craft my god today. I mean, I do have Remede weapons on my ult that I could use as the core item, right? And then, how much money would I even need for the rest of the mats? I probably don't need more than like 30 mil, right? So I should be good to craft the Ebony Guard. I might do that, yeah. Like, I think we keep running this for another half hour, and then I check out the rifting situation, see if I can get a few kills out of the way for this week already, and afterwards maybe I craft the Ebony Guard. Yeah. I think that might be the play right now. And then this way I see whether I get a Splendid prop or not. If I get Splendid, then I inherit on the PvE side. If I don't, I inherit on the PvP side. I think that would probably be as good as a plan as it can get. Yeah. Yo, the will is not helping on the mob. XD. We got new weapon skins on the shop this week, didn't we? Did any of you guys check it out? How do they look? Do they look decent, or is it fucking stupid? Everyone's here, right? Yeah. Alright. Yeah, I'll have a look at the closet shop after this. I am still seeking a good-looking weapon. Well, I don't know if this Templar is keeping the aggro. I don't think he is. I mean, look, man, this is as good of a Templar as I can find in Pugs, so I tried, alright? The Templar weapon looks like a dildo. I haven't had a decent look at it, but I can see the vision. Oh my god. Yeah. I keep forgetting we are DPSing this fast, you know? I mean, it feels like our DPS is like almost the same compared to when Sakura left. I mean, I guess it makes sense, right? Like the Will is getting buffed from Fury and all of that, right? Also more aggro stability means more back shots, but yeah. I didn't expect us to be this fast again. I guess it's like maybe slightly slower, but it's about the same. Yeah. What mace are you using? I'm using Ebony right now. I am using Ebony. Another weapon. Yeah, we'll have a few inherent attempts. Yeah, for PV I'm using Ebony and Dark Dragon right now, and I'm gonna replace this with Ebony as well. Because I basically have enough mats to do a guaranteed core craft just from the bound mat alone. So I'm just gonna do that. I mean, this Templar is like holding some amount of aggro, just not all the time, right? Better than nothing. They said something about cast change tickets a while ago. I mean, they mentioned it again with the last live stream, saying that right now it's unconfirmed. They don't really have like plans for it. So it's probably on the table, but if it's gonna happen, it's probably not gonna be for a little bit. If he leaves, let me try to go full aggro. Yeah, sure. Also Hello and Gwen. Larry is assassin. Although he played on as far as I'm aware, he played on a Korea server, so his ping was actually worse. Which, I mean, that was a decision to go on Korea. I'll say that. Probably a decision that was made during the DDoS. Dude, this guy fell off again. There's no way, dude. How did this guy keep falling off to the easiest fucking glide of all time? You know, so some of these motherfuckers have not played Iron 1 and it shows. Oof. Oh, I'll get you up. Thanks in a little bit bad on. I don't know. I don't know. Oh my god, dude. I'm dead. Yeah. I didn't know going in the wrong dome stunned you. I never did that. I thought you could just cross. Well, you learn something new every day. There's a bug. I'm getting him many times as well. A gliding bug, really? Like, is that new? Or do you just mean in general? Okay, well, at least he opened the thing now. Nice. At least we are gaining some amount of time. In this instance? Okay. I've never really experienced anything, but... Sinner Ranger, probably the worst class with high ping, since the high DPS scary hard spam. Yeah, I mean, it's basically like left click hard roll spam in PvE, right? Like that's a big bulk of your... Like this rune explosion, like a big bulk of your DPS, right? So I can see it. It is manageable with ping. I mean, it's not about being manageable, it's about the DPS loss, right? It's just about the raw DPS loss because of ping, which every class is like losing probably around 30 to 40% DPS, but I would assume that some of the faster APM classes probably lose a bit more. Like it is manageable, right? But obviously you do lose a lot. I maybe lose 10% because of ping. I mean, okay, well, what the fuck, dude? That keeps happening. But if you have like around 100 ping, like it's not as bad, right? But like for some EU players, namely because we have like close to 200, if not more, the loss is a lot like worse. Like for me, I play Cleric, so I don't give as much of a shit, right? Especially because a bulk of my DPS comes from just buffing the group and Divine Aura, which is not impacted by ping, but I would expect that if you have around 200 on the... especially on Assassin, Glad Ranger, so on and so forth, then it's probably pretty bad, right? But I mean, I can already tell you that with 200 ping, the loss is not 10%. That is not the case. It's closer to 30%, 100%. That is, yeah. I can guarantee you as much. Also, I literally just opened this and I just did the jump again for fun. But it's fine, someone was on the back. I mean, that's how fried I am right now, dude. I have a short-term memory loss today. Would you choose Ludra Mace over your Ibane, given both had same breakthrough 5? I mean, that's a question I've been asking myself, right? For PvP, probably, yeah. Especially because of the whole, like, Yellowstone system. Now that you can actually get 5 soulbinds, right? Like, you would basically just losing damage boost, which isn't as big of a deal, given the amount of attack you win. But PvE, I would expect it's... my god, dude. I would expect it's probably somewhat similar in DPS, right? So... I'm not quite sure, to be honest. Yeah. I really need to get used to the fact we have this much fucking DPS, dude. Like, the thing is, right, if I was to get the Ludra Mace, my main question wouldn't necessarily be about replacing the Ibane. It would mostly be about, is it worth it for me? Is it worth it for me to invest my funds into this, like, right now? And the answer would probably be no. Like, I have other stuff I need to enhance before I do stuff like this, to be honest. Namely, if I want to save up to enhance an orange, I would probably save up a Ludra bracelet, right? More so than I would the mace, because at least I would be able to inherit that into the second sanctuary's bracelet eventually. What would you enhance next? I mean, the list is quite long, right? Like, there's a few things. All of my accessories, both in PvE and PvP, are still breakthrough 4, so I need to get them to 5 eventually. My PvP armor is still breakthrough 3, I need to enhance that. I do also need to do the whole, like, dungeon armor, like, enhancement thing, which is like 4 mil per piece. Like, it's not that much, but it's going to be a bit of a budget, obviously, to do everything. Same thing with the bracelets. I need to enhance those to get the PvE damage bonus. Can you transfer Ludra to any heroic weapon? Yeah, you can. But I don't have immediate plans for, like, heroic weapons, right? Like, I have no plans to make a Horned Dragon or, like, an Emperor weapon at any time. Like, as long as there's not a 100% guaranteed version of the craft, I'm not doing it. And I don't know if they have any plans to add any of these, so basically until further notice, like, the only heroic weapon I have any plans in the future to do would be High Commander, and that would not be the case for, like, a very, very long time. So yeah, no immediate plans for sure. And yeah, obviously as well, there's the whole stuff about Sanctuary 2 is going to come out next week, and we still don't know what the eye level requirement is going to be. Now, I'm pretty close to 3.7k, and if it does turn out to be a 3.7k, I'm going to have to do some PvE, some amount of PvE enhancements, as well as maybe buy some IL builds, stuff like that, right? So I do have to keep some money readily available for the beginning of next week, in case I need to do that, because we are going to blast the new sanctuary immediately. Like, we already have a roster for that. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff. Like, there's always use for Kina. A nice dodge roll, dude. By that time, we'll start playing global server. I mean, 6 months is a long time, dude. Like 6 months is a very long time. And honestly, at the speed at which they are giving us upgrades when it comes to, like, new means to get medals and so on and so forth, I mean, I would expect that within the next 6 months, it's gonna be... We're gonna be in season 4, we're probably gonna have the new patch, etc, etc. Like, I'm probably gonna get a high commander weapon by that point, right? So... Have you been doing Kaizenal after beating it? If so, which level is it at now? I haven't beaten Kaizenal even a single time. And the reason why I haven't is, number one, I don't know if I have enough DPS to beat it. Number two, I haven't been able to play the game like at all last week, so my playtime has been drastically reduced because of, you know, everything that's been happening to me. And number three, I don't even really necessarily give a shit about the statue, because even with the wisdom from the statue, I would not have enough smite to smite properly in endgame PvE. So at this point, I probably prefer the defense from Zikkel for PvP anyways. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm standing at. Like, I'm not really in any hurry to get Kaizenal out of the way. How much might would be enough to start seeing results? More than 40%, as far as I'm aware. And I'm not really close. I do have smite, I do have a little bit of sight on my PvE gear, I do have a bit of smite into my genius, but I don't have wisdom on my bracelets. I'm not really hard fishing for wisdom on my arcanas, so I'm missing quite a lot of sources of it right now. And again, because of my gear, because of my ping, so on and so forth, like, I do care about my DPS to some extent, but I'm not hard pressed about it, because I'm a cleric at the end of the day, right? So yes, I could be doing more, but especially on a piece of content like Sanctuary, the really important part is going to be that I don't die, and I can raise people. So yeah, I'm not too hard pressed about pushing my smite right now. Huh. Oh, that's a nice welcoming party where you got prepared for me. Pretty cool, pretty cool. But I think I have like around 30% smite, so Kaizenal would get me close to 40%. I would probably get like 35% or something with Kaizenal, which probably would not be enough still. So yeah. Onward bosses have like 30% smite resist, yeah. So like I would see a bit of an increase, right? But I would not see anything massive. Now that being said, I will attempt to clear Kaizenal before Sanctuary if I have time, and then I'll equip the Kaizenal statue like while we're progging Sanctuary. But again, I'm not mega hard pressed about it. Bruh. Give me 5 gold on this one, brother. I need a bit of a hand. I guess that was a full fun hit. Oh, my divine aura. No. It's pretty fast. I mean, these runs are really fast, honestly. Yeah, I am getting pity on this one. Ooh, 3 accessories. Hell yeah, brother. Now that is exactly what I'm talking about. I'll take an accessory. Yeah, I'll do one more? One more. And then I'll go Rift. But yeah, like if hard mode bosses have 30% smite resist, it's probably not like far-fetched to imagine that Sanctuary is going to be above like 40% or something. So even if I full sand with what I currently have, that still would not be enough. Is there any specific reason you're running Nihility hard mode? Yes, there is. There's 2 reasons. Number 1, I need golds for my next inheritance, which is going to be my last inheritance of the season. So it's 20% chance, so I need a metric fuck ton of golds. That's the first reason. And then the second reason is with the potential system, you can actually upgrade the bracelets. And you need to feed dungeon accessories into your bracelets to get the PvE damage boost. And Cradle is the dungeon that gives accessories. %20 with a Chanta, I feel like I lose half of it. I don't know why they want us to full send stat and just have the boss negate most of it. I mean, I don't know, dude. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. That's the reason why I want to burn all 35 of my cradles this week. To get all of that out of the way, because like getting the extra 2.4% on the bracelet is going to be a quite significant DPS increase in preparation for Sanctuary. And yeah, I need to prepare some inheritance stuff, because I do want to use all 6. I do want to use all 6 of my inheritances per season, if I can help it. So I'll try hard to do that. I drop a wisdom for illusion. I mean, CDR is good, you know? Like, especially on Cleric, CDR is so fucking necessary. CDR is everything. CDR is more damage on the Binara, it's more availability of the res, it's everything. And obviously, like, overall CD reduction rate. To do potential enhance on bracelet, we need inheriting accessories as mats. The latest video I made on the patch note stuff explains the whole system, but just to give you like a TLDR, basically you sacrifice dungeon gear to get tokens, right? With each gear type giving you tokens of a specific gear type. So like accessory give you accessory tokens, armor gives you armor tokens, weapons give you weapon tokens, right? Holy moly. And you use these tokens alongside a bit of Kina to enhance your dungeon gear to get PvE stats on them, right? That's kind of the gist of it. Now there's a tiny bit more to it, like orange gear taking more tokens and giving more tokens, and token conversion and like tier of tokens and so on and so forth. But yeah, that's basically what it is. So because the bracelet is an accessory, I need accessories to get accessory tokens to enhance them. Are there slacks back there? Well, I mean, as long as we got past the mechanic. Is he opening? Wait, what the fuck is he? Oh yeah, he did. Okay. I had a hunch that I've been doing this. But yeah, hopefully I get enough shit from Cradle to be able to do everything. Because at the end of the day, the problem with the inheritance system is that there's no pity system. So because it's 20%, I may be getting fucked, and then I run out of dungeons, and then and then that's GG's. So hopefully things go over well. What the? Go. When the next sanctuary again? Yes, it is next week, which is why any and all PvE prep I need to get out of the way this week. This is the final week before sanctuary. Ask questions. We're saying you need a lot of gold for this season. What do you mean by that? Because I mean, as I said, right, I need the gold accessories for the potential tokens, right? Because you sacrifice the gold accessories for the tokens. And then I need the golds also to turn into the inheritance stones, because my next inheritance is going to be 20% chance to succeed, and there's no pity. So I'm basically gonna spam a 20% chance until it goes in, and I need 4 golds per attempt because it is a weapon. So yeah, that's why I need a truckload of gold. At least I'm assuming I will, because I'm assuming it's probably gonna take me like more than 10 attempts. Like, I've already done 3 attempts. I'm assuming it's gonna take more than 10 to get it. And 10 would be 40 golds, which is a truckload. I'm not prepared at all. Well, I mean, look, at the end of the day, right, I just want to do my due diligence for prep because I do have a group, and that group is counting on me being ready, right? But doing week 1 sanctuary doesn't matter too much because at the end of the day, all of it is like RNG. So, you know, even if you clear like 2 weeks later, as long as you get luckier than the people who cleared on week 1, like, you're gonna be ahead of them, so just get lucky for it. That's what actually matters. Now then again, we don't know what the system is gonna be, right? But assuming the loot system is gonna be the same as the first one, which I don't think is too far-fetched. I think the first one is fine. Yeah. Why are you assuming the worst? I mean, it's just like averages and odds, right? Like, it took me nine attempts to get the 60% inheritance, right? So yeah, 10 is not even the worst. Like, realistically, the worst would be that I just never get it, which is entirely possible because there is no pity. So yeah, okay, that's gonna be my last one. I'm gonna prepare for the rift, so thank you for the rounds. All right, one more weapon. I just thought I beat your gear score. Yeah, man, that's what I'm saying, Sakura. They grow so fast. Week one's gonna be probably whale bait. I mean, we'll see. Based on Transcendence and the tendencies of the latest release, there is a non-zero chance that it's gonna be clearable by just regular ass players, as long as they are at least moderately juiced. So yeah, we'll see. Okay, so let me craft a bunch of those. These, right? Potential accessory, 4-star, yeah. Why did you inherit last? I inherited a bunch of stuff. I inherited mainly PvP gear, if not only PvP gear, actually. That's gonna be a decent amount of tokens out of the way. I think that should like include 1 bracelet at least. Okay, so I need level 3, right? Yeah, I need level 3, so let me convert them now. People were saying they're banning accounts using DPS meter. It's not DPS meter. They banned people who were using macro adjacent tools. It's like there's like some saucy software, like some saucy Chinese software that basically press buttons for you. I don't know the full detail of it, but that's basically what it is. Adjacent. I mean, okay, big man. How am I supposed to say adjacent, right? Teach me. It's called column macro. Yeah. I think that's what it is. Yeah. Adjacent, yeah, bro. How are you supposed to pronounce that? Look, okay, man. My English accent is not terrible, but maybe I don't have everything in me, alright? It's a cheat code called macro, yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, it is sus shit, and if you used it, I mean, you should have been prepared for this to happen to you. Adjacent. Okay, sure. Adjacent. There you go. Today I learned. You can't blame me. Your fucking language is stupid. Alright? I don't want to hear it. Okay, so I have 7. Report that was perfect. You said like French isn't stupid. That's irrelevant to the conversation. Both things can be true at the same time. Wait. Did I not grab those? Hold on, am I stupid? Oh, I forgot to grab them. XD. Wait, as you can see, Raiden, you can downgrade the tokens. Most stupid are numbers in French. Nah. It all makes sense. Also, you know the funny thing is, we have both ways of saying it in French, depending on like the region and stuff. I know exactly what you're talking about, but you know, some people have the regular way for every numbers. Anyways, I guess I'm gonna upgrade both equally, right? Yeah, that's gonna be more bang for my buck for now. Yeah. So I guess I need 6. I need 14 more. 14. Yeah, I should be able to get to conclude that this week. Probably, yeah. I would assume so, at least. 0 logic. Yeah, it's yeah, the French word for 90 is it's 4 times 20 plus 10. That's basically how it literally translates. Tap your second bracelet to 4. I'm waiting until I do Sanctuary this week in case I get a Ludra bracelet. And then if I don't get a Ludra bracelet, I will tap it to 4 for Sanctuary 2. That is the plan. I'll craft the stone, I guess. You get the Ludra bracelet if you tap it to 4. Well, you know. I don't want that to happen though. I don't want it to happen in this order. I want to do things in a way that makes sense, basically. Okay, let me look at the crafting situation. So these I can craft for my ults. I'm gonna need 10 of these. How much are they? Oh my brother, okay, that's 10 mil. And then these, which that's gonna be another 10 mil. And then how much are these? Oh my fucking god, dude. Okay, well, it's probably gonna be closer to 40. Yeah, it's like 50 mil. I need basically 50 mil to make this. So basically not today. So yeah, you know what? Let me just let me see if it's destiny, you know? Let me see if it's meant to be. Also, I have this equipped, so let me unequip that. Let me see if it is meant to be. Raiden is onto something. Yeah, I mean, that's how it always be, right? Just craft another Dark Dragon and sell it. The upgrade is so small. I mean, it's just that if I'm gonna use my guarantee... Okay, here's the thing, right? If I craft something to sell, I have to risk breaking it. My philosophy right now is I just want to do my guaranteed craft of the season to get an upgrade, right? And then if I get anything extra, then I can sell it. But I just want to use my guaranteed craft. You know what I mean? It's FOMO. It is FOMO. Have you seen someone fail Dark Dragon? Yes, me. I quite literally failed 2 Dark Dragon crafts. Anyways, we hit these. Rip. What? Yeah. I failed 2 Dark Dragon accessories in the past. No cap. Like actually the first two I made I failed. Skill issue? I mean honestly, yeah, that's a fair thing to say. That's all me. Yeah, I'm gonna grab I'm gonna grab a personal kisk. Yeah. I don't think this rifting session is gonna be very dangerous. I don't think I'm gonna die more than 4 times. Famous last words, I know, but I'm confident. And let me change my tab. I did make a few potions today. Look at me pre-planning stuff. I failed 2 Ebony Guards, and 2 weeks later they introduced the 100% thing. Yeah, and like that's precisely why I waited until the last fucking moment to do anything. Like now that we have the guaranteed craft and the bound mats, it's actually quite simple to make Ebony, to be honest. Like dude, I have so many bound mats. It's kind of absurd. Like, look at this shit, man. This one. I have 18 wills and 8 mines. Like, that's absurd. That is absurd. Like, in terms of raw keener value, if I could sell these, like, that would be like 100 mil right now. If not more than that. Actually, it would be more than that. What the... Okay, well, the game decided that I have lost my flight time. Cool. Great. Okay, what do I do now? Okay, well, I'm just gonna hoof it. I'll just put my kisk in there. I don't have any keys, do I? Okay. I have 62 mysterious crystals. I've been thinking about trying to fish for a battle grail, but that shit is like 5 mil. Mr. Streamer, you missed a cube. Sure did. It hurts whenever you don't open cubes. Yeah. What I really need to do right now is, because wings are literally fucking 10 mil right now, I need to go on my ults and I need to do like a cube opening stream as like some sort of therapy for you guys, because I can deadass open like fucking 60 cubes right now, like 60 red cubes, and that would be profitable too, because I would assume within the 60 I would probably get at least like 1 pair of wings, you know. That'd be stonks. Alright, let's see how bad the rifting situation is right now. How's this mini boss doing? Well, nobody's giving a shit about it, so that's a good sign. I think they nerfed it pretty hard a while ago. I think they did as well, but wings are 10 in right now. Maybe not 10, but very fucking expensive, because Radiant Odil is like 600k. Let me check. The consumable wings. Yeah, see? 7.5 right now. It's kind of crazy. Because the price of wings is basically hinging on the price of Radiant Odal, and Radiant Odal is 600k. 600k is so cheap. Let me check. I think it is 600k. 630, close enough. Got wings from an ult from a gold cube without a key. I mean, yeah, I've gotten 2 pairs so far, and both were from regular cubes without key as well. That's probably something to it. I would assume that the red cubes probably have like nerf drop rate or something, specifically because you get a fucking Bezosilion from just making an ult. There's nothing here. Nope. There's got an emote from a cube. Yeah, I got that a few times. It's the crew dance or whatever it's called, right? How much are uniques in Taiwan? What do you mean uniques? Like the R2 I got from red cubes, just RNG in the end. Yeah, I mean probably. Do you mean like orange gear? I'm not used to calling these uniques, because basic unique item to roll stats. Oh, right. I think they're like 200k right now. Yeah, they're around 200. They've been dropping because we get so many fucking soulbind stones now. Like, we have so many of these. And then on top of that, there's the inheritance and so on and so forth, right? Like, people are needing to roll less and less. What's with Korea? I mean, the thing with Korea is you guys, like, actually ban bots. Like, that's what's with Korea. So anything that is even remotely bot adjacent is probably less plentiful. Yellow gear is almost perfect, have impact at prep. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, same, right? Like, I'm just keeping these to reroll filler stone soulbinds basically at this point. Price didn't go down even with the increased source of sync again. I mean, it's probably the thing with the sync stones, right, is there is a cost associated to them, right? So golds are sort of aligned with that to some extent, like, which is why they're probably never gonna drop below 200k. And do they give these every day? That's kind of crazy. $80 Odal a day is a bit crazy. I mean, I guess I'm actually gonna be able to cap out on both Cradle and Transcendence this week if that's the case, because I have so much fucking extra Odal. Unix have gone up in price, they were at least 180k. Yeah, but like they're never gonna drop much below that because of the price of sourcing stones, right? Don't know about now, but PvP milestones are hella expensive in Korea. Yeah, I think the accessory ones are like 1.5 mil per. It's fucking stupid. We need more sources of these. If you're free to play, you want to play on Korea, you get more value for what you do in game. Yeah. And obviously there's a lot less people that just straight up arm-t their shit. Because like right now in Taiwan, the baseline PvP player has full plus 20 and hold Horn Dragon weapon and guard, right? Like that's kind of the bare minimum. Even the biggest fucking dickhead has that nowadays. I got wings? Well, there you go. Speak of the devil. Get fucked, streamer? I mean, I haven't even opened a cube. How am I getting fucked? You don't know. I could be logging into an ult right now, opening a cube and get wings. You know what? Maybe I would get 2 pairs of wings, in fact. Man, there's fucking no one in this rift right now. Holy moly. Yo, grab your fucking blankies, guys. This is gonna be a Hong Shu type fucking rift. Blue butterfly, now the radiant love from the cube, right? I mean, that's 7.5 mil, you know, that stonks. That is stonks. I'm glad I bought them when they were literally 1 mil. I'm gonna be honest. I bought them 1.5 months ago for 3 mil. Yeah, exactly. I did the same. But the passive stats, right? Same with the butterfly wings. I bought the butterfly wings for like, I think 4 mil or something. Yeah, this rift is I mean, I guess fair enough, right? It is quite late for the Taiwanese gamer. At least I'm just gonna kill the bots and progress on my weekly like this. They were really cheap too. Yeah. I mean, look, at the end of the day, this is stuff that we'll keep in mind when it comes to global. Like when we see all of this shit be really cheap, that's gonna be the stuff we invest into. Like all of the Billick mats, the wings, so on and so forth. Alright, do we have a Supreme Commander farming pets with PvP flag on? Well, wouldn't that be great? Actually, you know what? With the ban wave, a lot of people who used to be flagged probably are not playing the game right now, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah. I think the quality on global is gonna be shit. I think it's gonna be fine. Wings won't matter on global. I mean, wings is just like the little bit of stats you get from them, and then the extra flight time is also pretty nice. I'm used to KR with no bots and barely any cheaters. I mean, at the end of the day, they did manage to make Throne bot free on global. Like at the beginning, because Throne had a huge bot issue for like a week, and then they started cracking down on them, and they were all gone, and they never came back, so... Who knows? Hopefully the same happens for global, right? You're a bot. I mean... I can't disprove the allegations. I haven't had a captcha pop up. Like, maybe if I kill someone, a captcha pops up, I fail it, you know? And then what do I do? Speaking of failing the capture, but yeah, the thing is, I think people kind of underestimate how much NCSoft is really counting on global when it comes to this game. I do think NCSoft cares about this game doing well on global, so we might be in for like a few surprises. I mean, look, man, at the end of the day, if they are willing to resuscitate their Western division for this game, even though they've basically given up on the West for the last 14 years, right? They closed down the office in the West, and they are reviving them for this game specifically. So that alone should tell you that something is brewing over in the NCSoft headquarters. Did they support more keyboards now? Seem like check keyboard works properly. I mean, maybe. They did add like extra language settings for all of the global languages within the client last week, and they've been doing a lot of localization changes, so things are probably happening. We have a big population, even though most of us are winners. Yeah. NC West hasn't been closed for 14 years. Blade and Source has NC West running it. NCA, maybe. NC West, just there's nothing in EU. There's nothing going on in EU. Winers, yeah, sure. But I mean, regardless, right? I do believe they have mentioned, maybe my memory doesn't serve me right, and maybe you can correct me on this, but I believe they have mentioned during you know, their investor calls and so on and so forth, that this game very much was built with the Western audience in mind, right? And global is pretty important to their plans, so yeah, we'll see, right? We'll see. Again, maybe it's gonna be shit, maybe we're gonna be in for a surprise. Either way, I would rather be... I'm gonna be cautiously optimistic, and I think that's the correct approach to take. Yeah. I'm gonna check the island, because this is a bit sad right now. The team running BNS Iron 1 in the West isn't very big, hasn't been for years. Yeah, like on NCA, it's... I mean, we had some intel, right? Because I played on Classic NA, and the Classic NA team was very fucking small, and they basically just straight up told us, you know what's funny? You know what's funny? One of the CM actually ended up leaving, and then they said that the NCA team running Ion Classic NA was literally two dickheads in a hallway playing Overwatch all day. Like, that's exactly what they said. So, yeah. I didn't say it was big. Yeah, yeah. I mean, either way, they axed a bunch of shit, right? I mean, they literally sold Iron 1 in EU to the most random fucking dogshit ass German company of all time, right? So that's what I mean by axing NC West. So if they're willing to bring it back for this game, then you know. You also have to keep in mind that it's not part of NC. Yeah, true. I mean, NCSoft does own a bunch of subsidiary, right? At the end of the day. Now, can you really consider them to be part of NCSoft? I guess that is up to interpretation, right? I think most people tend to forget that Guild Wars 2 is, technically speaking, owned by NCSoft, although ArenaNet is kind of their own entity. It's just that NCSoft is like funding it, I guess. I don't know how like invested into Guild Wars 2 NCSoft itself is, right? Logistically, a lot of the job is telling Korea what you need for your region and waiting. Yeah. And I mean, look, to their credit, they may have been two dickheads playing Overwatch, but they were doing like pretty rapid patching on stuff on I mean, rapid, considering the size of the player base and so on Classic NA. Like they were willing to mess with some stuff. Now, to be honest, they did fuck things up quite massively because they were running shit untested. But you know, I really need to give more freedom in that decision since Go's still doing well. Yeah. I mean, I basically what I'm saying is that NCSoft isn't like. It's not like, you know, the main devs of the game. Like ArenaNet is a subsidiary, right? At the end of the day, whereas Throne and Liberty is kind of a half and half because Throne and Liberty is a branch of NCSoft called First Spark Games, but it's not an ArenaNet situation where it is its own entity. It still is within the same building, right? It's just like its own division that only focuses on this game. I forgot ArenaNet even existed. Yeah, a lot of people tend to. And to be honest, like Guild Wars 2 is a bit of a sleeper agent, right? It's just kind of there. Everyone recognizes that it's there, right? People, and look, this is not me shitting on Guild Wars 2, by the way, just to be clear, but people keep recognizing that Guild Wars 2 is here and it's doing well with like its pretty light monetization, so on and so forth, but people know it's here, but nobody's playing it. Like that's kind of the vibe I get with Guild Wars 2. It's like people know it exists, people respect it to some extent, but nobody's fucking playing it. Now it does have a decent player base, but I mean, you know what I mean, right? The combat in Guild Wars 2 was so boring. I haven't extensively played the game, so I'm gonna put a full-on judgment on it. I will just say that because of the way the endgame is on Guild Wars 2, the way I feel about it is if I'm gonna play this type of game, I would rather play Final Fantasy 11. But that's just me, because that's my MMO legacy, right? Maybe if I had a more of an early attachment to the game, I would come back to it more often, but yeah. Second class bot, look at that. The island did pay off. Guild Wars 2 is a nice chill on the side game, exactly. And the thing is, to me, the purely horizontal progression, chill, PvE, you know, like drop it and pick it up again every now and again game, to me, this is Final Fantasy 11. So I already have that niche filled, right? But for people that don't have that niche filled with this game, then I'm sure Guild Wars 2 is a great game to do that as well. But it doesn't really, Guild Wars 2 just doesn't really like strike me as a main game type of stuff, which is fine, right? It's fine. As long as it's doing well and stuff, like I'm happy for it. I played it a bit when it released with a friend. We played the most douchebag 2 combo in PvP. Yeah, I guess there's World v World, right? It's alive and I don't have pressure to gear up unless somehow the PV to tackle. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's doing its own thing, it's doing well, and it's not trying to necessarily like be the next best thing. And honestly, at the end of the day, right, I think most MMOs should strive to be a Guild Wars 2 more so than a World of Warcraft or Final Fantasy 14. Because reaching the size of a WoW or FF14 is at the end of the day is mostly luck, right? It is mostly rooted in luck. Like Final Fantasy 14 would never have reached the state it reached if it wasn't for the fact that World of Warcraft shit the bed at the exact right time, and a lot of the WoW player base explored Final Fantasy 14 and give it a lot of visibility. Because at the end of the day, and look, again, this isn't necessarily me dissing Final Fantasy 14, but Final Fantasy 14 isn't a bad game or anything, but it absolutely is not deserving of the glaze that some people are giving it. It's genuinely nothing special, at least to me. Final Fantasy 14 to me is a very boring save game where you run out of fun within one expansion. Right? Once you've experienced one expansion in Final Fantasy 14, you've experienced all of them. Like that's kind of the way I feel about the game. It's basically been doing the exact same thing for the last 10 years. And it doesn't really do anything fun or exciting or like anything of the sort that makes you want to go back to it. If Lost Ark didn't have terrible gear progression tied with terrible monetization, the game would have demolished most other MMOs. I mean, that's kind of the problem with Korean MMOs in general, right? Like, I genuinely think, to their core, Korean MMOs are just like better games than the current leading MMOs, but the problem is that they just typically patch them to death, and then they add a layer of monetization on top of it that most people don't fuck with. And if the Korean devs learned to like... And look, you know what? I'm gonna give you a very problem example. So look at Iron 2 right now, right? So the new system that they added with the potential system, right? To enhance your dungeon gear to make it like pretty decent is a very player-friendly system. It's great, it's cheap, it's easy, it makes the game less pay to win and more accessible. Great addition to the game, right? But the way it's added is fucking dog shit. I'm gonna be honest. I like the system. The way it was added is fucking terrible. Because, please, someone in chat, tell me, please tell me, why do you need 4 levels of tokens for the system? Why is it not just 1 token for all levels of gear? Considering the fact that you can downgrade the token levels anyways to enhance lower level gear, and it doesn't matter what tier of dungeon you do, the drop rate for the items to turn into the token is the same. It's the same. It doesn't matter if you do Drop in a Cave or if you do Cradle of Nihilde, the drop rate for the item that you turn into a token is the same. So it's not like if you made a singular token level, people could just go back to the early dungeons and then get more tokens to enhance their endgame gear, right? It's the same. So why make 50 million different tokens and bloat that fucking menu with like 60 fucking million crafts that are confusing people, rather than making it 1 token with 1 craft? And this is exactly the problem with Korean MMOs. They keep putting in bloat in all of their system, right? And even if the system is good, even if the system is positive for the game, any outsider looking into the game is gonna be like, what the fuck is this shit? So you don't spam Fire Temple and Easy Dungeon to upgrade level 92 gear? Okay, Ray, please, okay. Please tell me why that matters. The drop rate is the same. You are spending the same amount of Odil, you are spending the same amount of ticket, and you've already proven that you can clear the dungeon that gives you the gear anyways because you have the base equipment anyways. So if you go back and run low level dungeons, the only thing you're doing is nerfing your Kina and your Balic mat drop rates. You're not making it easier to enhance the gear. You're not, because the drop rate is the same, and you've already proven that you can run the latest dungeon. Doesn't 92 recover 4 star? Yeah, but Raiden, instead of making fun of my accent, try to follow what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that right now there's 50 million different types of tokens that exist because they separate them by level, right? So you need to run Cradle to enhance Cradle gear. And because of that, there's like infinite amounts of tokens. Why not just make it one token? And if you just morph a gold, it just gives you that one token. Instead of bloating the fucking craft with having 50 million tokens. Like, I don't think it matters if you're able to go back to do low-level drop in a cave and get the token to enhance your gear. I don't think it matters. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't actually give you an advantage because the drop rate is the same. But at least if you do that, you're removing bloat from the system. That's what I mean, right? That's what I mean by the fact that the Koreans keep adding pointless bloat to their system that make things look more complicated than they actually are. If they wanted to have something per level, you could have done that by quantity instead of maybe 10 different tokens. I mean, that is another good point, I guess. Like, just make high-level dungeons give you more tokens, right? If you really want people to grind the latest dungeon to get more tokens, that is another option, right? If you could choose between 3 minutes Fire Temple or 10-15 minute Cradle with the chance to use my Redstone, I'll probably choose Fire Temple. And you know what? More power to you. Okay, Ray, tell me why that's a bad thing. Because you are, at the end of the day, you are nerfing your rewards by doing Fire Temple. But if you want to go faster just to enhance your dungeon gear, why is that a bad thing? I'm not saying Raiden, I'm saying Ray, because the guy is called Ray. I know you're American, Raiden, but come on. Just I'm not saying Raiden, I'm saying Ray, because the guy is called Ray. Holy shit, dude. Holy shit, dude. Speak more clearly? How about listen better, you dipshit? Holy. I fucking can't with this guy, dude. Holy shit. This guy is having a whole scenario in his head with me disagreeing with him. When I'm just saying two different names. I'm deaf, I shoot too many guns. I know. But come on, dude. Jesus Christ. But either way, my point is that it doesn't matter. Just let people do it if they want to, but at least remove the bloat from your system in the process, because again, it doesn't matter. Yo, he's in 2, 1. Are you running towards the NPC? I kind of want to pull him away from the NPCs. Yeah, I mean, I know what he wants to do. He just wants to pull guard, right? Yeah. All of these people are just clones of each other, like across every server. Oh, a general. Okay, well. And both of them are together. Interesting, interesting. I see. Okay, so he has a healing aura. I don't think I can kill Cleric plus Templar, like that's the problem. Yeah. I don't think I can. Yeah, I mean I literally can't, right? Like that's the problem. Like that's a combo that... Oh, I'm silenced. Oh, there you go. Like, that's too tanky of a combo. I can't do anything about that. Just believe in yourself? Nah. I mean, it's... Like, these guys have more gear than I do anyways, right? So, like, nah. And, like, this Cleric, every time I target the Cleric, he runs back to the NPC. Like, you saw, right? Keep killing him wrong to reset spam pull you? Yeah, I know. At the end of the day, anything with the pocket Cleric, I can't kill. Let alone a fucking Templar, you know? It is what it is. Man, why is it that the only person I can meet is a fucking Templar with a pocket Cleric? Avoiding overgear people spamming low tier dungeons, like bots, always a good thing. You should do something at your level to upgrade your gear, not low tier dungeon. Overgear people spamming low tier dungeon like bots. I mean, I'm sorry, dude. You're gonna need to bring forth a better argument, because I don't think it fucking matters. Like, number one, the overgeared guy would be just running Cradle anyways, because he's gonna clear that shit in 5 minutes. Like, you saw what I was doing earlier. We were literally doing like 5-minute Cradle runs. And at least when you do Cradle, you make Mokina, you get Philistons, you get Stigma Shards, you get the 6 million Balik Mat. You have zero reason to go back and do the low level dungeon. Like, at best, you're saving 10 seconds, but then you're sacrificing everything else. The incentive to do the highest level dungeon is already there. It's called Philistons and more shit, right? So, and that's my point. That's my point. The bloat within the token system doesn't need to exist because the incentive to do the higher level dungeon already exists. And they defeated the incentive to do lower level dungeons because they added the conversion system. So there's no reason, because dude, okay, how many tokens are there? So there's 3 token types times 4, right? So you're looking at 12 crafts plus the Eternal. So you're looking at like 15 crafts. And then whenever you want to upgrade something that is lower level, like a bracelet, for example, and you're running Cradle, you have to do 3 crafts before you get the fucking material. Before you get to press the button. Like, it's just bloat. It doesn't make any sense, right? Now, you can disagree with me, that's fine. I'm just saying that the system has no reason to be like this. And I'm not saying this is a massive fucking problem or anything. I'm just using this as demonstration to say that the Koreans don't think about this shit. Because if you look at the game like Final Fantasy XIV, the reason why Final Fantasy XIV is popular is because it's a really fucking simple game that is immediately easy to understand, right? But when you make systems like this with a million different crafts, with like star systems and so on and so forth, that is needlessly complicated, that's when you lose people that are just like checking out the game because they're like, I don't want to bother with this shit. Do you think I should give PvE boost to my dungeon gear, or should I keep extra gear for changing soul binds when I get the crafted gear? I don't think you should be using gear to reroll soul binds at this state of the game, because you're getting infinite amount of sync stones. I think you should only be using sync stones for soul binds. So only use equipment from dungeon for inheritance stones, for the potential system and stuff like that, right? I do think you should use the potential system if you have on your bracelets and if you have orange gear from dungeons. I think these you should absolutely do it. The armor, because crafted armor compared to dungeon orange gear is not any better. So you might as well like save yourself the money. More currency means more illusion of obtaining. I think that's the point. I mean, there's not really any illusion though, because this isn't actually more currency. It just tiers the currency, right? It just separates them. So you're not getting more. You're not getting more currency. You are You are merely just spending more time converting your currency. I don't know about Singstones yesterday. I mean, that's fine. Again, like, this game has too many branches within the same system that could be cut down to be a lot simpler to understand for people. Like, that's one thing that this game needs to do. You know what I mean? There's too many, like, how to put it? There's too many, like, systems within the systems. Yeah, but you think you are? Yeah, I mean, I guess, but I don't necessarily... Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I think the reason why the system is like this, and you guys tell me if you agree with this, right? But I think the reason why the system is this way is because they initially designed the system to be one way, and then as they kept cooking the system, they kept adding more, yeah, but what if, yeah, but what if, yeah, but what if to it. And then they ended up just adding more and more to it until it reached that state, right? Instead of having a clear idea of what they wanted to do from the very beginning, they just had an idea, made the base system, and then kept iterating on it. And that's why we end up with like this bloated ass coin system, right? Like, I think this is why it is the way it is. But yeah. And look, mark my words, guys. Mark my words. You can come back to this VOD when it eventually happens. Eventually, they're going to do exactly what I said. Because, as I said, it makes no sense for the tier system to be like this. Eventually, they're going to do a patch where every coins are consolidated into a single fucking coin. Trust me. Trust me, they're going to do it. It's needlessly complicated. And like, this is the same reason why the filler stone system is the way it is. You can't fucking believe me. Why do you think when they introduced the filler stone system, before they made it available, we were getting those sealed stones from the chests, right? Do you really think it was just a flavor thing for them to unlock when the system is eventually available? Do you really think that's the case? Is this guy dead? Oh yeah, he is. Okay, so there's black on black. I don't think that's the way it is. I think they initially wanted the filler stone to be more complicated. And we would have to go through some hoops to unlock the stone, right? I'm pretty sure that's what it is. And I'm also pretty sure, because these stones are orange, right? And we saw in the first preview that they had the same icon but yellow. I'm pretty sure that number one, they wanted the system to be more complicated and have us jump through hoops to unlock the stone. And number two, I'm pretty sure they wanted to have different stones for orange and gold gear. And they eventually just scrapped all of that to make the system easier. And that's why the system is the way it is right now. I just full tapped my cape from 17 to 21. God damn. That's pretty good. I would want to ask, if Assassin and Gladiator were in the same equips, etc., which one do you think would have the higher DPS in PvE? I think it's... I think it's pretty even. I do think Assassin is slightly above, though. If it's like same ping, same gear, same skill level, I think it's pretty even, but Assassin is still slightly edging the Gladiator. But it's gonna be close though. It's probably gonna be fairly close. Also, sorry for the really boring rift, guys, but it is what it is, right? Single burst higher, they will have very close DPS. Yeah, that's what I think it is right now. Is it because of the back attack? No, I think it's just because of overhead slam. I think Gladiator was way behind, but because of the way overhead works, like, it's basically very close now. Because both classes are getting back attacks at the end of the day, right? And Assassin is just a very bursty class, especially with the clone, like Shadow Clone. So you actually get back attack bonus and non back attack modifier? Yeah, they do. But Assassin also has a much easier time doing back attacks because like all of that gap close would put them in the back, right? So. But yeah, like the rune engraving gives you bonus back attack, and then you have passives that give you bonus back attack. But yeah, obviously Assassin benefits a lot more from back attacks than other classes, broadly speaking. Is back attacking more advantage? Yeah, it is. It does, and like obviously that's why Assassin drops a bunch of DPS if the tank can't hold hate, right? Which is why if you have a juiced Assassin, you need a really good Templar to really maximize the damage. And like it actually makes quite a huge difference. Didn't only dish out this much DPS because the con is too low relative to the gear. I mean, I don't necessarily know about that, right? I think if you're doing gear within the eye level requirement of the dungeon, like I think Assassin is not necessarily falling behind because of that. I think it's still gonna be within the same. Because at the end of the day, attacking from the back lowers the accuracy requirement, and yeah. Like in terms of like fishing for stats in PvE, like it's not like it's any deeper for other classes. Like you basically just need your accuracy cap, and then if you're rolling for smite, you need to maximize smite. So you get the wisdom, you get the statues, you get the smite roll on like your cape, your headpiece, so on and so forth, and then for the rest you just focus the back as much as possible, right? What is the new meta for Sin Ranger in Taiwan for PvP? The new meta for Sin Ranger in Taiwan? Like what, you do mean in terms of like stats? As far as I know, they're still full sending evasion. Yeah, I think they're still like running evasion glass cannon. But then again, I haven't done a massive amount of like quote unquote high-end PvP since the matchmaking change. But at least when it comes to what I've seen in Arena, like, yeah, Assassin and Ranger were still running high evasion gas cannon. I can't believe the only guy I met was a fucking Templar getting pocketed by Cleric, dude. Like, come on. Literally give me anything else. Even like a Ranger getting pocketed by a Cleric, maybe I could do something, but like this specific deal, it's like, do you want to pick the invincible guy or the other invincible guy? Choose carefully. What do you mean high evasion gas cannon? Like they don't run any of the meat shield. Like they don't run endurance, they don't run regen, they don't run status effect resist. They just run evasion dex and then attack smite, stuff like that. So basically no other layer than just evasion. It's just like evasion and then the rest is just damage. You will main Cleric for Global 2? Undecided. Global is still far away, so I'll see what state the game is in by the time the game comes to Global. What the state of the meta is, and if I play with other players, I will also see if they need me to play a specific class. I don't feel like strongly one way or another about any class. I'll just play whatever is needed, whatever is fun, you know. I'm not married to a class. Like right now, the reason why I'm playing Cleric is because I knew I knew because of hyping and because of the fact I was mostly going to be playing alone. I would need to play a range class to struggle with ping less, and I would need to play a support to fit into groups easier. So that's why I'm playing Cleric right now. You should main Glad and we should find 2 other Glad players and run 4 Glads. True. Bring back the washing machine strats. Just like do voice comms to chain the pull. Green Ranger dropped ditch. Evasion for attack, accuracy, and crit. Yeah, I mean, again, I can only speak of what I saw in Arena, right? Like, I'm 1900 elo, so I'm only meeting like capped gear player, and what I can tell you is that the majority of assassins and rangers I've met around 2k elo have been evasion as their only layer of defense, and then the rest then is sending attack. Usually no accuracy, no nothing. He's going back and forth. I think a lot of people are. Like, at the end of the day, yeah. I think most people don't know what the fuck they're doing right now, especially with everything changing so fast. Like, the Smite meta just appeared, right? Smite literally was not even a stat that existed in the game until very recently, and now it took the game by storm, right? That's why I picked Templar main at start, but since all that I played, yeah. I mean, Templar is a strong contender in terms of like a class I would like to play. It does fit within the archetype. That interests me, but again, 6 months is a lot of time, so we'll have to see how things evolve. You got up to 3.8k vision, then decided to switch. I mean, 3.8k vision is going to work against most players. So if he switched, it wasn't so much because it wasn't working. He switched because he felt like it. Like, you're never going to be invincible with evasion at the end of the day, because there's so many skills that ignore evasion anyways, even forgetting about the fact that we just got a big accuracy buff. Like, Assassin and Ranger are squishy, and the simple fact of getting hit by evasion ignoring skills could be enough to get you killed. Some of the DPS classes are fun, but being able to heal yourself and not needing to wait for a healer to do dungeon is so comfy. Yeah, exactly. And like, that's precisely why I'm bringing it here. Like, I played Cleric on Ion Classic NA for the same reason, by the way. Literally same reason. Because of the ping, and because I didn't want to like rely on other people to run shit. Because that's the main perk of playing support yourself. And look, at the end of the day, like, I knew that because this game was Ion, it was probably going to be like just like Iron 1, and just because you play healer doesn't mean that you're defenseless and you can still run on your own, because you're still going to have a DPS spec and so on and so forth. And lo and behold, Cleric is cracked. So yeah, 3.8k is not enough. I mean, it is enough. Brother, if you sincerely think that 3.8k is not enough, you're fucking delusional. The majority of the player is not exceeding 3k accuracy. Thing is, 3.8k is enough, but there's too many skills that ignore evasion, so you're gonna get fucked if you have multiple people on you. And if you're like a glass cannon and like a gladiator like uses ruinous on you and stuff like that, like, it's gonna go through and you're gonna eat shit. You know what I mean? Like, for the majority of the player, but he fights the same group over and over and over. I mean, that's... And, I mean, look, I'm gonna be honest. At the end of the day, whether he runs evasion or endurance, the problem is gonna be the same then. You know what I mean? Defensives only get you so far. And the defensives is only going to matter up to a certain point. Unless you do group play. Like, the defensives mostly help within group play, right? Accuracy is now hit. Yes and no. I mean, basically, accuracy is now called hit on like the stat rolls and like the basic stat as well, but it's still called accuracy on everything else, like Genius and Mana Stones and everything. So TBD. We'll see if they change things one way or another with the rest of the localization. I mean, maybe they just want to call it hit because they want to be... They wanted to feel familiar to Throne anybody, I guess. And who knows, maybe they are using like similar localization methods, or even the same people as for Throne. Who knows? Amazon layoffs do be hitting. Yeah, I'll check the island again. I'll check Zoomian and then the island again. I know this rift is boring as dicks, but what can you do? I do think the ticket class change will be... What will happen with All Perfect Roll Gear and Weapon? They're gonna do it the same way as Iron 1. Like on Iron Classic. Like basically the class change is just gonna be a service, and then when you do it, it just converts anything that is class specific into the equivalent of the new class you're converting into. And everything just transfers one-to-one. That's basically what it's gonna be. And it's just gonna be some sort of like event that that happens like every few months or something. Like I don't see it be any other way. If you can do it all willy-nilly at any time that you want, it's gonna be really bad for the game, and I don't think they want to do that. And rules, they're just gonna be the same. They're not gonna change, right? Because at the end of the day, like, rules are universal. Now, if you're asking about skills and passives, I'm pretty sure literally what's gonna happen, and they're just going to convert to the equivalent, because at the end of the day, I don't know how many classes you play, right? But most skill slots for each class typically fit a specific niche, right? Like the number 4 skill is typically the charge skill, like the strong nuke charge skill, right? So I think it's just gonna be one-to-one conversion. Like basically whatever skill is on that slot is going to be converted to the skill of the new class on that slot, if that makes sense. Like whatever the stagger skill is going to convert to the stagger skill. And same thing for the passive. They're all in the same order, right? Like whatever is the survival willpower equivalent is going to transfer into that. Whatever is the one benediction equivalent is going to transfer over that. Because a lot of them are like similar anyways, so. Like that's, at the end of the day, that's the only way they're going to do it. Maybe if they feel especially generous, they're gonna give you like a bunch of soulbind stones alongside the class change, just to give you a bit of shit to reroll your stuff if you need to. But I don't think they're going to go the extra mile otherwise. And that's if they bring class change. I'm pretty sure they're still undecided. What was the cost in Iron 1? I don't know, because I quit Classic before they added it. So you're gonna have to ask someone who still played on Classic at this point. I don't know. I don't think it was anything like extravagant. I don't even know if there was a cost associated. I would assume there was, but yeah, I don't know. Also, I believe they ran the class change stuff every 3 or 4 months on Iron 1, so probably something similar is going to happen here, but who knows. I'm just talking out of my ass, right? Maybe it's going to be something completely different. I hope they add it. I think if there's enough demand, they're gonna add it. But I hope that... I just hope that if they do, it's gonna be limited in time, basically. Because they can't allow people to switch willy-nilly. Because otherwise you're gonna have the same problem as Throne with the whole meta problem. With people just flocking over to the flavor of the month every time something comes out. Hey look, second class. Are you gonna insta-res? That is the question. You're not. I'll see you in 15 minutes then. Although I'm gonna time up beforehand, so XD. Probably 2-5 now each season. Yeah, maybe once per season, I guess. That would be a decent way to do it. I would prefer it to be once every other season. Like, I think this stuff should be very limited, but yeah. Apparently 19k people got banned today. Yes. It had something to do with automation software, basically. Like, broadly speaking, I'm sure it's more like precise, but it has to do with automation. Would grief regardless. I think if you play, at the end of the day, and ironically, and like I'm not saying this to be cleric propaganda, right? But I think the best class to play on Taiwan with 200 ping is cleric. That is the class you're griefing with the least, right? And like, even though you still lose like about the same percentage of DPS, because your DPS is lower, it has lesser impact. Why are everyone blaming it on the China DPS meter? I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know, but as far as I'm aware, because I do know some people that got hit, and all of them across the board got hit, and they were using hey, I don't one star bot. All of the people got hit were used at some point the the sussy Chinese automation shit. So I would assume that people who are saying they got banned because of the DPS meter are probably lying. You know, as they do, it's human. It's human to like throw blame on something else and not admit fault when you fucked up. But who knows, right? Now maybe, I mean, look, it could be that the Chinese DPS meter does shit with packets and then it got flagged. You know, maybe it does something with game memory, which typically speaking doesn't really like fly when it comes to those like detection systems. So it is possible, right? But I would assume it has to do with like automation and macroing in general. I got banned and just used Logitech to press 3 keys. Yeah, I mean, so it still has to do with some form of automation, right? And look, I'm not saying that it's right or anything, but I am saying that it is the root cause, basically. Now, that being said, the ban is only for 7 days. This guy got turned into a bot in front of me. That's funny. The ban is only 7 days long, so if you got hit, just use this week as a break. At the end of the day, this week is nothing special. There's nothing going on. So like next week is the important one. Next week is going to be the big patch, and you're gonna be unbanned for that. So it is what it is, you know. Just take the break and just stop using anything that could maybe be flagged as automation moving forward, because they are pretty clearly being anal about that. To be fair, they did give out a lot of warnings. Yeah. I mean, look, and again, I'm not saying this to like defend the billion-dollar corporation or anything, but they were pretty clear on their stance with any amount of macroing, right? Both for botting and otherwise, especially after they outright showed that they can block software like Razer Synapse and Logitech and so on and so forth, right? So after they did shit like that, if you kept using those to like do any amount of automation, I would say you shouldn't be surprised that you got hit. You know, it was kind of in the making. The email translates to if you have any questions within 7 days after the log inquiry. Yeah, so you got the same message as other people that I know that actually speak Chinese, and They've told me they got banned for 7 days. So you probably got banned for 7 days. So yeah, just take the break, take the L. This week is not important. You're not gonna lose out on much. And then just come back next week for the big patch without macro. I'm 30, I have early signs of arthritis. I would rather kill her. I mean... Look, look, at the end of the day, I don't know exactly if whatever pathology you have matters too much, but this game allows you to hold down buttons, to spam buttons, and has an in-game built-in macro for weaving. So, you know, I'm not sure you necessarily need software to do that stuff. Maybe it's going to be a bit less efficient. I'm not saying it's not going to be, but the only thing I'm saying is you don't necessarily need those softwares, especially since they are pretty clear about their stance on it. You know, it's a matter of like, when in Rome, do as the Romans, right? So, and I agree that the bot situation in Taiwan sucks, but both of these facts can coexist, basically. So, if you want to stop playing the game because of that, that's completely fair. Like, that, at the end of the day, it is your prerogative, and it is your decision. But I'm just saying that it is just a 7-day ban, and you can probably manage without those. In-game macro is 20-30% less DPS. I'm already doing substantially less DPS on 200 ping. Yeah, but I mean... we are playing this with the understanding that ping was going to be an issue. So, you know, it's the same thing as using... I don't know if you play Final Fantasy XIV, but it's the same thing as using stuff like Xivate Alexander on Final Fantasy XIV. Does it help with ping problems and with the shitty queuing system in the game and with everything else? Yes. Is it cheating? Also yes. If you get banned for it, is it the company's fault? No. They already said they don't fuck with macro software. If you got banned for using macro software, the warning signs were here, you know? Now, if you really can't do without them, then it is what it is, right? I don't think you should... Basically what I'm saying is, if you can't play without them, and if you come back in 7 days, you're going to use them again, I would honestly tell you don't bother, because you're going to get banned again. And next time it's probably going to be definitive, so don't waste your time. I'm just trying to do you a solid, basically. Alright. So... that sucked a medium amount of balls. I just go until perma then and go next game. I mean, that's also an approach, right? If you're fine with that, that's okay. But I will say that they have been saying they will ban people for using it. Now they acted on that, and they're probably going to act on it once again. Alright. I mean, I guess I'm just going to keep doing Cradle. Is Sakura still around? And my chat is not working. I can't check who's in chat. I'll just give it a few seconds if he's still around. If he's still around, then I guess we can do some Transcendence, because I'm gonna need to do a mix of both this week anyways. I'm using memory macro. Maybe I should stop. I think anything that is macro adjacent, you shouldn't be using right now, because it's pretty clear they don't fuck with it. Like, the moment they did the shit where if you used a macro like IQ and raise the synapse and so on and so on and so forth, it kicked you out of the game. I turned everything off because I knew for a fact that if they can identify that shit, even if they don't use it to kick you out of the game, they might use it to fuck with your account at some point. So I'm not taking the risk, right? If I lose DPS, if I lose comfort, so be it, you know? And like, that comes from a guy that has... I have problems as well. I have fucked up wrists, right? And I have a hand problem on the left hand. And the biggest reason why I have these is because of playing Assassin on Iron 1. So, you know, Like I actually have to wear like a strap thing on my left wrist, because it flares up and then it hurts like shit and then I can't do anything anymore, right? But even though that's the case, I just stopped using everything in this game because I knew for a fact that I would get fucked eventually. Some of the memory and color picker macro didn't get any bans, so you might be good. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, again, it is your prerogative. It is your risk to take. So, I'm not your mom. I'm not anti-soft. I'm just saying that's how it be right now. What a nerd. I mean, bro. Playing Assassin on IN1 was intense. And I did that shit for years, so yeah. Okay, I don't think Sakurai's here. Do you want to run more Cradle, Raiden? I'm assuming you do, right? I'll just throw you an invite. I mean, Sakura is online. You know what? I'm gonna throw him an invite. If he accepts, we do Transcendence. If he doesn't, then we do Cradle. Let's give him the 15 seconds. Actually gonna take my chance and take the first 7 days. Yeah. Just don't be sad if the first ban is a perma. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, they do whatever the fuck they want, so... Okay, he's AFK. Alright, let's do some Cradle then. Alright. Let's get a Chanter. For me, it's worth the risk, I guess. Yeah, I mean, fair enough. Fair enough. But I will just say that as much as it sucks that, you know, the bot stuff is here, so on and so forth, you can't really turn around and say, oh man, fuck NCSoft. Like, they're doing this, but then they're not banning other people, because they said they were going to act on this. You know? You played, you lost. It is what it is. Okay, this Chanter's pretty good. Yeah, these guys are fine. But I'm giving money! It reminds me of... There was a guy on Reddit, like, pretty early on. I think it was in one of the early ban waves. I don't remember exactly which one it was, but... There was a guy on Reddit that said he got permabanned after swiping 10,000 bucks. And then he did... Okay, I think he swiped 10,000 bucks and then he openly bought it on his main. And it's like... Dude. Okay, this guy's playing Chanter. I'm just gonna open the TPs. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that. I don't care if you make that dungeon your dungeon title, they assume you are a foreigner and spam until you can kick them. Really? Wow. That bad, huh? The racism knows no bound. At least I guess it does, actually. That's the point of racism. Just ban everyone then, getting them banned for using Logitech to press 2 keys and then saying 1,000 bucks to auto farming is crazy. I don't disagree. And look, at the end of the day, they are doing stuff for the bots on Korea. On Korea. They're just not doing it on Taiwan. Don't ask me why. It sucks ass, but that's how it is right now. And I'm pretty sure those ban waves... Okay. Resistance. Those specific ban waves for like stuff like cheating and macroing and so on and so forth, they are literally just running... They're just running like some sort of automated process to detect those people, because we've seen that they can detect what you're running with the whole Logitech and so on stuff they did earlier, right? So I'm guessing that when they do those types of bans, they're just running the script on every region, and then it's just like a globalized ban with the same like prerequisites basically. Whereas banning bots probably takes more actual man hours. You know what I mean? It's probably easier for them to target PC players cheating than the whole bot farm on mobile. Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm pretty sure there's more human input required to ban bots than there is for those types of like normalized ban waves, if that makes sense. Because those ban waves are systematical, whereas the bot stuff is like, it's you need an actual division within your company to handle these, right? Okay, let me change my targeting system. Also, I need to change that. There you go. Brother, is this Taiwan or Korea? It's Taiwan. You can type !server to get the full deets. But yeah. At the end of the day, I don't work at NCSoft. I'm just saying that's probably why this is happening. Because it was the same for the other ban waves, right? Anything that is tied to cheating and stuff like that is typically just systematical. Whereas like bot detection and so on and so forth is purely manpower. Higher player modes, like in Ruskit, that just have like an elevated report function, can run around like 600 people an hour. Yeah, I mean, regardless of how they want to handle it, right? Did you guys fail the first boss? Like, again, I don't know the policy. I don't know what NCSoft does. I'm just assuming that they have the manpower within the Korean headquarters, and they have fuck all for Taiwan, and that's why we are in the current situation. Okay, you guys wiped, right? I mean, we can't go back, so let's just do 2 bosses, I guess. They want to skip boss 1? Yeah, I mean, we don't have the early Kibulus. Going back is gonna be a fucking headache, so... If you guys fucked up, it is what it is. You can fly back? Yeah, you can, but... Like, you have to raise here, do the thing in reverse, or like take the jump pad and fly all the way back, right? I mean, this guy left, sorry, well. Whatever. Go again, I guess. I assumed that you guys would be able to do the first boss with 3 people. I guess I was wrong. Some game companies actually have that system in place. Yeah, but again, who knows what their policy is, right? Yeah, Chasey Sellers can spread the fuck out. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm just gonna stay for the first boss, at least for the first run, until I make sure that the people are competent enough to do this. Not necessarily gunplay manpower, but elevating report system are things. Yeah, I guess. And thanks for the follow, Fiki. I mean, there's a bunch of stuff they could do, but I don't know how much they care about Taiwan. That's the other thing. I don't know how much they care about Taiwan specifically. I always tell Runner to run after second orb. Yeah, I mean, typically that's usually what I do. But if there's a chanter in the group, I just kind of assume that between the extra movement speed and the healing, they can manage. But yeah, guess not. It is what it is. Oh, we have a big brother situation on our hand. Well, I guess that's more like a... That's not so much a big brother. Bro just swiped for the weapon and has nothing else. Yeah. Yeah, if it's an assassin, maybe I grab a Templar instead. Let me try to look for a Templar. I heard they're hesitant to ban armed tiers because it's very hard to provide concrete evidence like chat logs. Yeah, I mean, typically, a lot of the armed bans, at least that's how it worked in, like, one of the games I played where I actually knew how the system worked, is typically what they do is they just let it happen. And then when they ban a confirmed armed provider, they ban everyone that armed provider provided to, basically. That's not proof that there was money involved. Yeah, and that's why I say that, right? Like, if they confirm an RMT provider, like, then they ban the arborescence of people who got suspicious amounts of money from this guy, right? Just set player currency into negatives. I mean, that is one way to to penalize without necessarily banning, right? And that's one thing they could do in this game as well, right? Although it wouldn't be as, I guess, drastic compared to Throne, because Throne is like, if you have negative Lucent, the only way to go back up is to pay the company. So, you know, that is something. Oyon. That's an English game, I guess. Yeah, we have another, like, Big Brother situation. Alright. Can this guy press ready? Yeah, I'm just gonna kick this guy. But getting a DPS is fast. So. Ah, fuck's sake. Wouldn't completely prevent them from playing, but completely negate the value of arm-teeing. Yeah, I mean, I think that's actually what they've been doing in Korea, right? Like, as far as I'm aware, based on like player reports of people that I know that have gotten hit by bans in Korea, apparently they ban you, they take away all of your money, and they take away the stuff you bought with the money. So, yeah. But I don't know how aggressive they are with specifically banning people who RMT in Korea. They are aggressively banning bots. I don't know if they are like especially aggressive at banning people who RMT. And look, at the end of the day, this specific headache is self-inflicted. Bro. Like, this specific headache is self-inflicted because at the end of the day, right? All of this was very predictable. As soon as you have an in-game currency and play a trade, and also a powerful equipment and a bunch of player power tied behind your currency, you're gonna have a fucking nightmare of botting an RMT in your game. I'm even surprised NCSoft tried to go for it, you know? Like, considering how they handled Throne and Liberty, I was almost certain that they were going to handle things very differently. And you know what's funny, actually? I thought they were going to handle the economy the same way they did Iron Ascend, which would have made more sense, like this day and age. Like, genuinely, the way that like, you know, the event server they opened for Iron Ascend. The way the economy worked on this one was Kina was character bound, and you just got a bunch of Kina from doing everything, right? There was no player trade, there was no auction house, and then consumables, mana stones, enchantment stones, abyss gear, like everything was bought with Kina. Like, it was basically a mono currency game. You get Kina from doing everything, even PvP, and everything in the game is bought from NPCs with Kina, right? No player trade, no nothing. And then the only player interaction was a premium currency auction house for certain items, from certain very specific items, and like that's it. And I genuinely expected this game to use that system. Like, I thought they used Iron Ascend as a testing ground for this, but yeah, I'm very surprised, very surprised. Green. But at the end of the day, maybe it was testing grounds, but then they decided to have player trade in order to have the Kinekuna exchange for the crafted gear. Who knows? Who knows? Okay, well, you guys just decided to stop on my side, so it is what it is, I guess. Alright. I am leaving. I think this group might be able to manage the nibbler mechanic on their own, so I'll try it next run probably. Gain some time. But yeah, obviously I do hope that the global version is going to be managed in a closer fashion than Korea, than Taiwan. Because the bot situation is actually fucking disgusting on Taiwan. Like, that is undefendable, genuinely. Like, it's insane. Like, dude, as a new player leveling up, it's fucked. Like, all of your quest mobs are just, like, constantly getting killed by bots. It sucks. Even forgetting about the, like, the armty part of it, right? Like, the new player experience side of things, like, kind of sucks. Need to hit them, you need damage contribution for quest though. Yeah, but the mobs, dude, okay. When you are leveling a new character, you run at the speed of slow, right? Your attack have like really slow fucking animations. And between the real players botting by themselves and the bots that are like, you have like 50 bots attacking one mob and just pulverizing it in 1 second. You don't have time to like hit a lot of mobs, so it just takes more time because you have to either look for places where there's no bots or you have to camp a location. Just need to nuke mobile support, that would help a lot already. Yeah, I don't know if they're willing to do that. That's the problem, right? Yeah. I don't disagree though, I don't disagree, trust me. As a melee player, it's impossible to get kill contribution for quest mobs. Yeah. Like, especially when leveling, like it's just it is very difficult because the amount of bots is like, it's just the sheer amount. They're just like overwhelming every area, and like for one mob there's like 5 bots attacking it. Leveling at the same time as 2 friends, both of them were melee and they were struggling so much. Yeah, because I just leveled Elementalist, right? And obviously it's a range class, but Elementalist is quite slow, especially in the early levels as you have like no attack speed and everything. So yeah, I saw the pain. You debate the Kaizenol Nightmare boss. I haven't tried because I haven't had time, number 1. And number 2, I don't think I'm gonna have the DPS as a Cleric with 200 ping, so I'm not hard pressed about it because I don't really care too much about Smite right now. Yeah. They keep having to add ascending function to mobile because of how unplayable it is. Yeah. I mean, fact of the matter is, I think they just need to come to the realization that a PC first game doesn't benefit much from a mobile client. It is nice, don't get me wrong, it is nice, right? Like, it is nice to be able to be away from your home and just boot up the game on your phone and like do your daily dungeons and stuff like that, to be able to not miss out if you're away for like a week or something. But I think the benefits are grossly overshadowed by the cons of like the bot situation and the reputation it gives the game. How do people farm pets in Taiwan? Daily dungeon and botting. Personally, I just do daily dungeon, so yeah. But there is a lot of bots around. Thanks for the reply. By the way, for new sanctuary boss, people are saying you need the Harry crafted gear. I don't think that's going to be the case, no. I'm very doubtful. I'm very doubtful that you're going to need anything beyond Ebony for the new sanctuary, based on how the content release have been. We'll see. Prove me wrong, right? It is 1 week away, but yeah, I don't think so. Like right now, hero, you don't need hero gear to do anything in the game. Like orange gear is purely whale bait. Does it give you an advantage? Yeah. Do you need it to do anything? No, you don't. You can thrive in PvP without it. You can do everything in PvE without it. It's just whale bait. But parties are going to want Horned Dragon. In Pugs, maybe, yeah. But at the end of the day, with the Sanctuary bring fresh content, like Sanctuary is not going to be Pug viable for a long time, so yeah. I mean, well, again, it's going to depend on the difficulty and item level requirement, you know? We just don't know now because it's not in the game files and they haven't told us. So right now anything we can get is pure conjecture, right? It's just a pure guess. Like, the fact of the matter is the level 4 of the new Transcendence right now is clearable without Horned Dragon very easily. Like, you don't need more than like 3.7, 3.8, like Ebony, Breakthrough Ebony to clear it. And I don't think the new Sanctuary is gonna be much higher than that. Accessory, we'll take that. My guess is that it will be endgame content accessible only to whales until the player base complains enough. I think they have a good grasp as to what's going on with PvE right now. I don't think it's gonna be much harder than the current level 4 Transcendence. Because, like, you do have to keep in mind, right? First of all, if they do follow the same basis as the first Sanctuary, the first 2 mini bosses are already gonna give you gear, right? So you're already gonna get power creep from the first 2 mini bosses. That's number 1, right? And then number 2, Sanctuary is tuned a bit different because there's no self-rest stones, right? It's only Cleric Resurrection. Ludra's DPS check was never high. Ludra's DPS check was never high. Even at the very beginning, Ludra's DPS check was not high. Based on how hard the first Sanctuary was. I mean, the first Sanctuary, the DPS, dude, the DPS check on the first Sanctuary was not high. Dude, the Koreans that sucked dick at the game, right? These guys went in with PvP gear, with breakthrough PvP gear. Some of them had Dark Dragon and so on and so forth, right? But these guys went with 0% fucking PvE damage, and then they didn't have full pets, they didn't have everything, right? And on top of that, they sucked dick, and even through that, the DPS check on Ludra was really fucking lax. It was really lax. May I remind you that the first clear, a Sulk soloed the last 5% of the boss for like fucking 7 minutes, and he still had a bunch of time left. You know what I mean? These motherfuckers were really far ahead on the DPS check on the first Sanctuary. So I don't know, man. I don't see it. I don't see the DPS check on Sanctuary being that much of a problem. Now, are we going to get... Are we gonna get like our asshole demolished in terms of like the amount of damage taken and the amount of raises we have to do and so on and so forth? Yeah, probably. And by essence, that's gonna make Horned Dragon players probably clear a bit faster because they're gonna be able to get clears faster, right? By essence of not getting as restricted by the weekly lockouts, right? They're gonna be able to clear faster. But in terms of, is it gonna be possible to go in with Ebony gear and clear the fucking content? Yeah, I think so. I genuinely think so. If you have a pre-made, right, with the right comp, with people with breakthrough, with the right pets, so on and so forth, yeah, I think Ebony is gonna be enough. I don't I don't see the content requiring more than like 3.8k or something to clear the final boss. I think 3.7 is going to be enough to do the mini bosses, and I think 3.8 is going to be more than enough to do the final boss. That's my call. But at the end of the day, I am pulling data out of my asshole, so keep that in mind. Maybe you're gonna need to be 4.1k with full Horn Dragon plus 25, and then Namjoon is gonna like laugh to sleep. You know, who knows? Does it hurt? Maybe. We haven't experienced it yet. I'll be watching your first attempt, yeah. I mean, I'm gonna be streaming it, like... We're gonna do Sanctuary on week 1 with full roster, like... Full gung-ho, right? And we have quite the premium lineup. I'm on the opposite side of the boss, I don't know, dude. I don't know. There was a guy next to the nebula that exploded, so I didn't go for it because I thought this guy would go for it, and then he just kind of left. So I just healed myself to survive and raise you guys. Pulling all that data out of your ass? I'm used to it. I'm a bit of a yapaholic, you know? Someone on the other and chase me in the same direction. Yeah, classic, typical, you know. Many such cases. But yeah, we're gonna be going on week 1. I don't know if they want to go like immediately, or if they want to go at the end of the week after people did attempts and we have data. Me personally, I think the smart play is to go at the end of the week, so we have the most amount of data possible to like make the most out of the lockouts, but I'm just gonna follow them. Yeah. Whatever they want to do, we'll do, I guess. You little sheep. I mean, the thing is, it's not my pre-made, you know? I didn't even think I was going to be part of the pre-made. It's just... They just hit me up like, yeah, we need the premium players, you know, we need the deluxe players, you know, for this one. So we're gonna make like a main group for this. So, and they apparently want me to be inside of it. So it's like, okay, cool. Berlin Deluxe, yeah, man. It's me. I'm the big arc. I'm the new product. In America, deluxe comes with fries. I mean, brother. What is the full legal name of fries, you know? And thanks, Asalon, for the host. Appreciate it. Hope you had a good stream. You are catching me in a very... running 35 cradles in a row. Time of my life. Because I'm a little bit down bad for... inheritance ingredients, and also I need to upgrade my bracelets. I love the new dungeon gear change. Yeah, it's good. It's good, and that's exactly what I'm doing right now. Because if you haven't noticed, Asalon, you can also upgrade the bracelets. So you can farm cradle accessories to get a free 2.4% PvE damage boost on your bracelets. So that's what I'm doing right now. Freedom fries, yeah. Fog true, yeah. So right now I'm basically doing the karma. Damn, this guy's a trooper. I did not have it in me to do that second jump, I'm gonna be honest. So I'm basically doing Bakama. I'm turning the weapons into the inheritance stones. And I'm turning the accessories into food for my bracelets. That's basically what it is. And thank you for the sub, My Broken Arm 2026. Again, oddly specific name. Very specific. But thanks for the sub, brother. Is it smart to full send bracelets now? So next week we get new ones. I'm just sending the upgrade on these because the extra 2% PvE damage boost. Basically, I just want to take everything I can to make the next sanctuary as easy as possible. Like, it's not that big of an investment, you know? It's 8 million kina, a couple of golds. It's fine. Also, we don't even know if the new sanctuary is going to have gold bracelets, so yeah. Sound like you will get a day one? Not with that attitude. I mean, I'm going in day one. I have a pre-made for it. Now, as I said, I don't know if they won't necessarily to go day one or if they want to go late in the week. Just to let other people like figure out shit and then do an attempt with as much information as possible. I would assume they are going to do that, so we might run late in the week, but yeah, we're gonna go hard on the first week for sure. And we have quite a premium roster, so we should be able to at the very least farm the mini bosses. Yeah. Need to go. Good luck with the grind. Thank you, and thanks again for the host, the big man. What if they add the new extended weapons? I mean, I would assume so, right? I would assume it's gonna be the same sort of like loot pool. We already know there's gonna be new bracelets. Now, they could do something different, where instead of a weapon, it's gonna give us other stuff. Like, there are rumors of the new sanctuary being giving us like bracelet and belt upgrades. So who knows, right? That is a possibility, but we'll see. I mean, we are just a few days away from knowing, so yeah. And if you want to know early, make sure to join my Discord for the data mining stuff, because we will likely be data mining a lot of the details for this before the servers go up, so. Is this a cheap plug? Yes. Am I ashamed of it? No. Exclamation mark this one. I don't know if these greedy boys want Horn Dragon to lose value. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, you have to remember, the new sanctuary is also going to bring in a new batch, a new fresh, hot batch of crafted gear. So, you know, the wheels are gonna have to pay up again. The new sanctuary is going to make them bank regardless, you know? But yeah, we'll see. Is it? Yes. Unfortunately, I wish that was a lie. It is not. It's giving a new mat, and it's giving a new tier of crafted gear. I don't know if it would add more crafted gear. Yeah, it's this gear, 124. It takes a new orange mat from the new sanctuary. Watch them increase transfer limit because the world would bitch about it. Yeah. Season 3 is only a few weeks away. Yeah. And like, that's why, like, make sure to get everything Season 2 specific out of the way. Like, I know it's still technically almost a month off, but make sure to do all of your inheritances and buy everything from the season shop like as early as possible. Bro, why is this guy not pressing the ready button? I hope they bring new amulet and belt eternal upgrade. I mean, that's what is rumored to happen with the new sanctuary, because so far the only confirmed piece of equipment we knew from sanctuary is the bracelet, right? So who knows? Who knows? It would kind of, technically speaking, go hand in hand with Sanctuary, right? Because the bracelets are like special upgrades, belt and amulet also are. But then it begs the question, if they do that with Sanctuary, what are they going to do with sealed dungeons in Morheim and Elden? So, what crafts are you going for if Global comes out on in this state? Again, it's gonna depend a lot on how the game updates, right? But so far, I'm just gonna stack for Ebony in season 1, right? Assuming we go through accelerated schedule. Okay, I'm just gonna kick this guy. Oh, he DC'd. Well, it is what it is. We have a chance. I'm just gonna take anything, and then we go. That's why I said in state. Yeah. I mean, and that's why I'm saying that. I don't know, but probably Ebony, because you don't need anything more than Ebony to do anything in the game right now. Ebony just looks the best. It's just a nice in-between, right? At the end of the day, right? It's not too difficult to craft in terms of the amount of mats you need. You can get the guaranteed crafts. Stats-wise, it is good. If you proc Splendent, it's like right below Demonic. Whereas Demonic requires you to sell your firstborn child to craft. So yeah. I think we saw only 40% of Volume 2. Probably save the most content for next patches. I mean, I do also think the game, they purposefully released the game without everything they had already developed, right? That much is obvious. Now 40% might be a bit too much, but I think we are like 70%. They've shown us 70% of the stuff they've had ready from day one. I just made like 9 cards trying to get +1 on 1 skill. Didn't get a single level in once. Yeah, that's Arcana for you. Ebony accessories look better than Demonic. Yeah, I mean, the stat scaling. The stat scaling kind of doesn't matter too much on accessories. It's mostly for the eye level. Like weapon and guard is where it gets debatable. Like I think if you're gonna make Demonic, you basically just make the weapon and then make the rest Ebony, right? But then again, like assuming that we get season 1, Demonic is not gonna be out, right? So I think we just save up mats at the beginning of season 1 and then full sand Ebony, basically. And then maybe save up a bit for Demonic at the beginning of season 2. I don't know. We'll see. At least 4 dungeons incoming that we have no info on except the internal names on the client. Yeah, like there's already a bunch of content in the client that is there but hasn't been disclosed by them. So yeah. Talking about the aesthetic, Ebony is so pretty. Oh. Yeah, I fuck with the Ebony weapons for sure. Demonic is a bit hit and miss, I do feel. The mace looks like absolute fucking garbage. Dark Dragon also looks pretty bad, I'll say that. More worth to go level 70 crafting an 86 weapon in season 2. You craft Heroic. I guess it really depends on like the state of the game when we get it, right? Whether we start from season 1, like the rate of the accelerated schedule, if they actually give us more shit to make up for the accelerated schedule. But the thing is, so far, everything in season 1 and season 2, Ebony is enough to do everything. Like, the thing is, Orange Gear is just completely overkill for everything, so yeah. Now, the problem I have with Heroic is that when it comes to weapon and guard, there's no guaranteed craft right now. And I don't really fuck with the idea to save up mats for like a month just to blow up a craft. You know what I mean? So if I'm gonna make anything that is like more long-term, it's probably just gonna be Demonic. I'm doing it, damn. Extra layers. Now, if they add guaranteed crafts to Heroic, and we get those at the beginning of Global, then that's different. Then you save up for the weapon immediately. But in the current state of things, yeah, I think you just full send Ebony and then you save for Demonic on Season 2. The thing that pushed the game on Steam for global rate, we already know. They made preparation for Steam. If you look up on my YouTube channel, like not the last data mining, but like the first data mining video I made, we found evidence of Steam support in the game client already. So yeah, the game is going to be on Steam. Cleric is just for the temp rankings time. Gold is enough to clear farm everything. Yeah, even for PvP. Even for PvP, like, you can be very competitive without Heroic. Now, is Heroic powerful? Yes. Is it required? No, I wouldn't say so. Like, that's why I say, to me, Heroic is, like, purely whale bait. It's just whale bait. It's not needed for anything. You can perform and clear everything and do everything and have fun in every content without it. Just fine, right? We still don't know if it's purple Steam integration in the game, but it's straight up available on Steam. I think it's going to be straight up available on Steam. Yeah. That's what makes the most amount of sense, right? Nothing anyway, we should get sort of if post we want purple. Yeah. I mean, again, look, and at the end of the day, the fact that we found a Steam logo and evidence that the game will be supported on Steam in the client, they could change their mind, right? It doesn't mean anything 100%, but it is very likely that the game is going to be on Steam at this point. Yeah. You can be competitive in Arena without Heroic if you are on a shit server or play a top class. I mean, I guess, yeah. Obviously, I play Cleric, right? But so I'm able to compete just fine. But obviously, some classes, maybe your mileage may vary. But then again, if I'm gonna be honest, and like that's kind of a state I have with those games typically, is that if you want to be free to play, you also have to kind of help yourself, right? You have to play classes that manage free to play best, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? It's like on Iron 1, right? On Iron 1, some classes clearly landed themselves more towards not spending much. Like, if you're a completely free-to-play player, you didn't play Cleric or Gladiator in Iron 1, you know what I mean? Because these classes didn't really lend themselves the best to those. Isn't BDO required to create an account on the service? Yeah, I mean, I guess that yeah, I don't play BDO, but I think that's true, yeah. If they release on Steam, that's CG. Is that 2K CSGO Sincel? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's just you kind of have to help yourself as a free-to-play player. You know. If you play one of those classes that really struggle, unless you're like extremely geared and have 50 sets and like keep re-rolling your shit, so on and so forth, you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot, basically, is what I'm saying. Yeah, I'll raise him in the safe spot, I guess. There you go, brother. I don't know anything about it. Yeah. I mean, I'm just saying, obviously, like, hindsight is 2020, right? Like, we played this game, we came in this game completely blind, so obviously right now we didn't know, but by the time the game comes out on global, we're gonna know, right? So at this point, and look, I'm gonna be honest, when, like, I'm eventually gonna make, like, class guides for every class as global comes close, like, at least, like, surface level class guides to, like, help people choose. And this is the type of information I'm gonna add. Like, yeah, this class This class manages just fine, even as a free-to-play. This class really needs the top-end gear to perform well. Yeah. Had to buy keyboards with extra key on site to play Cleric. Yeah. Yeah, Cleric was not the most free-to-play friendly class in Iron 1. That is for sure. Support classes in general, I suppose, but yeah. Cleric more so than others. Also, especially early on, because you needed to like use Stigma Shards to switch between specs. And Stigma Shards were really fucking expensive. Weapon. When this game comes out in global, I'm going to arm-tea like a motherfucker. I mean, look, that is your prerogative. Godspeed, soldier. This ranger seems to think I'm not going to... Because he doesn't have to move. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he only died once. Also, all of these people are from your server, Raiden. These are your people, so... Stingray build swap was one major reason. Yeah, it was awful. It was awful. Especially in the early days of Ion. Dude, when I played Cleric on NA Classic, and I did Dredge, I had my team enter the Dredge, and tell me if it was worth it for me to switch Stigmas. Like, I was sending emissaries to tell me whether it was I had to actually switch Stigmas, because bro, that shit was expensive. Was terrible player but who can do anything besides Zerg? Oh, so just like 99% of the servers then. This is probably gonna be my last run, by the way. I had a very treacherous day today, so I'm a bit out of it. But yeah, like, Cleric right now is definitely the best of all worlds when it comes to playing on Taiwan, right? Like, it's the least ping dependent class. It's really good in PvP right now. It's really useful. It's really useful in both solo and group PvP. It's really useful in dungeons. It's mandatory in Sanctuary. Like, yeah, Cleric is just all around the most convenient, right? Like the most powerful as a free-to-play foreigner situation. Like, I definitely chose well. Like, I won at character selection, you know what I mean? So useful for opening Kibalisk. Yeah, man. I assume all clerics are Uwu kittens. I mean, it's just like Cleric in Iron 1, right? Like, you have a very specific archetype of clerics. Like, clerics in Iron 1 were either like Uwu kittens, you know? Why did that stun me? They were either Uwu kittens, they were gay, or severely depressed. Yeah, that just fell within one of those categories. No in between. Ah, true. Depression. Yeah. You are a depressed kitten. He ain't depressed, he gay. You kitty? I mean, yes, but not doesn't start. One doesn't necessarily stop the other. No, you? Nah. No, I'm European. Oh no. Absolutely unsure what to pick for global. Like my glad. Look, man, don't worry too much about it right now, bro. Global is like 5-6 months away. Like, by the time the game releases on global, the game is going to be completely fucking different. Every classes are going to be unrecognizable. maybe we're even gonna have the new class already. Maybe you're gonna want to play the new class. So, and obviously everything you experience right now on the Taiwanese/Korean servers, you have to take with a grain of salt, right? Because you're fighting against a very different culture, and you're literally like a 200 ping gamer versus a 10 ping gamer. So, yeah. And look, at the end of the day, I'm gonna be honest. It doesn't matter. Don't be hell-bent on playing a class for global. I'm gonna explain why. When global comes out, if the game is still in its current state, the play is going to be to level, like, make ults, like fill out your entire character screen with ults from day one. And you're gonna have to level all of your ults at the same time as your main, right? Your main is not gonna be your main for a while. You're gonna need a bunch of ult, and the reason why you're gonna do that is because of the pet daily dungeon. Because if you run 8 characters and you run the pet daily dungeon, you're gonna be full level 5 pet with full genus within 2 weeks. And that's the shit that matters. They also swipe out. It's not even about swiping, dude. It's not even about swiping. It's about the fucking pets. It's about the pets. It's about the closet, because also something that people seem to forget is that the closet is also account bound. What the? Well, okay, I can't do that, right? I just got here. But the fact that you have multiple characters is gonna allow you to run a wider variety of dungeons, which in turn is gonna allow you to dissolve more gear, which in turn is gonna give you more baseline gear and also combine more gear to get your closer title. So running a bunch of ult at the beginning is gonna be very important for the horizontal progression. So either way, you're gonna be stuck playing 8 characters at the beginning. So something that you can do is, even if you have a global idea of what you want to play, you can just make like a bunch of different classes and then see how they feel with low ping, right? So yeah, don't worry too much about it. Most active player will be based on that PvP focused. Yeah, I mean, I think they're gonna have a more PvP focused updates later down the line, and we're already starting to see that. So let them cook on the PvP side. Gonna be said that all little with your eye closed, yeah. If there's one thing to swipe for, it's not swipe from ult, yes. If there's one thing you want to spend money on day one, it's not the basic sub. It's not Kina. It's not the sexy outfit, even though that's debatable. It's gonna be unlocking every character slot immediately. Like, just straight up, it's gonna be like, you just pay the 40 bucks, get the 8 character slots, right? And full send leveling every ult, right? And the second sub. The first sub is not gonna matter. The second sub is going to matter the most at the beginning. Now, the second sub is going to depend on whether you want to play the auction house and buy the Belic mat early on, while they're cheap. If you want to do that, then get the first sub. I don't remember about not catering to the community that stick with you. Yeah. I mean, that's why when they said, oh, this game is gonna be PvE focused, and then the moment we logged in and we saw Rifts, we saw Arena, we saw Battlegrounds, we saw the Abyss. Nah, bro. This game is gonna have the same split of PvE and PvP as Iron 1. Trust me. It already does to an extent, if you just look at the raw amount of content. Not fucked by Twitch, but I didn't hear what you were answering to my message earlier. Commercial break. Damn, I should be looking at the... Okay, well, the bosses anyways. I mean, look, Swoosh. I don't want to be this guy. But I'm already turning my ads as low as possible, but if you really can't stand ads, you have 2 solutions ahead of you. Number 1 is using YouTube, because I don't run ads on the YouTube live stream, and you can rewind. You can rewind the stream for free. Or the other more fun option is pay up. Pay up. Pay up now. What are you, some kind of broke boy? Nah, but more seriously, like, that's one of the reasons why I'm also streaming on YouTube, because this way, even people who don't pay can like have a non-ad option and can also rewind the stream if they need to. So, can't afford that cookie, yeah. But yeah. Anyways, fellas, friends of the internet and otherwise, I'm gonna be done for today. I've had a really long day, so I'm pretty tired. I need to unwind for a bit. So thanks for watching today. It's always a pleasure to stream for you guys. And look, before I go, I'm gonna have a bit of a speech, right? I know I always say that it is a pleasure to stream for you guys, but I mean that in the sense that you need to understand that I've only been streaming for 2 months. I'm streaming fucking ultra wide. I don't have a webcam. I don't even stream it in my like native language. A stream like mine should not be working out. You know what I mean? Like statistically, because I know I spent years working with content creators and so on and so forth. A stream like mine should not work. But regardless, you guys are here. You're here every day, you're watching, you're supporting the stream, and even though I'm not making millions out of it and everything, I'm already very thankful to be at the position I'm at, right? So I truly mean that. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being in the chat. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for being on the Discord. And yeah. Regardless of what happens to me, regardless of everything that has been happening to me as of late, I'm gonna continue to do my best and provide an interesting space for Iron 2 for you to be in. So that was my TED talk, right? Regardless, have a fantastic rest of the day. Have a good night if you're EU just like me. And I'm probably gonna be doing a long stream tomorrow, so look forward to that. And for the time being, make sure to follow me on both Twitch and YouTube if you haven't already. And I'll be seeing you there. Now, let me have a quick look whether I can host someone, although at this time I don't think I will be. Okay, I'm gonna ask a question to you, chat. Do you want me to send you to the stream I'm gonna watch after I'm done streaming, or do you want me to send you to Unk, who is currently progging shit on Final Fantasy 14? What do you prefer? We're gonna build the greatest EU community for Iron 2 here. Yep, that's the goal. That's the goal. I really want to like foster something special. You better mean it. Yeah. I mean, I do. I really do. At the end of the day, right? Yeah. Let me go on my dashboard. Okay, I'm gonna send you guys towards Unk. He's progging shit on Final Fantasy 14, so go say hi, and I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow. I'll play Iron 1 private server. I'm gonna be playing Iron 1 on this channel. I will. I'm telling you. And I'm also gonna be playing other games, but obviously Iron 2 is my main thing. Oh yeah. Right, there you go. Go say hi to Unk.
No! I can't get it. I literally can't get it. You just keep stuttering.
Because I needed to go opposite. I can't wait too long.